What's going on?
What's up, man?
Nah, not a whole lot.
How's it going?
Going pretty good.
Yeah. I'm trying to get Winter Bricker to join us. Winter
Come on,
Bricker, if she was a good stalker, she'd join. Wait, Julian's Brick City. What's up, Julian's Brick City? You want to join? Titanium, if you want to join, I want Kit.
Titanium will probably join.
End Talk is gonna come.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'll send it in talk. You want me to send it on Instagram, Kim? If I haven't messaged you before, do I have to start a new one? Probably. And talk. I love Kim. She's awesome. Why are there two different end talks? Is this the right end talk? Is there a underslash Kim on your name or not underslash? Kim? Why would there be two end talks? It's ridiculous. Nobody does this. Nobody. What are you eating, Bama?
I am eating some ice cream.
Yeah, perfect. A middle of the night ice cream is my favorite. No, I'm serious. I wake up and I eat ice cream. It's probably so bad for you to wake up, eat ice cream, and go back to bed, but I do it all the time.
Ice cream is my weakness as far as for sweets. I can do without pretty much any sweets except for ice cream.
Yeah. Oh crap. There is a space for YouTube and talk for Instagram. Okay, I just want to make sure it was you. I don't want to send a message to like whatever. Why does it say no account found? Oh, because I put in a link in. Okay, jeez. Okay. I'm not good at Instagram yet, so there. I sent it, but you're probably going to say request on your DMs because I haven't messaged you before. Okay, NTalk for. I defer to NTalk. Come on, Winterbreaker. Why so late? I don't know. It's only 11 o'clock. It's Saturday night. What do you guys got? Something. I gotta get up and milk the cows, so I gotta go to bed. I think that can work. Yeah, I sent it. NTalk at Bell South Net. Why so late? M Lego, you can. You woke up for this stream, Julian? You can join if you want, Julian Brick City. I can join, says Titanium. Where do I send Titanium? Winterbreaker better come on here. Come on, Jolene. You know you need human contact.
Come on, Winterbreaker.
She needs Jolene, you need contact with other people. You need this. She's all like, why are you peer pressuring me? So M Lego probably, I don't know, maybe his parents won't want him partying all night. Titanium wants to party, so I'll message him. Did you find it, Kim? We've been watching Stigmata. Yeah, I have stigmata. That's why I have to wear the gloves, because I have constantly bleeding stigmatas. Sucks. It sucks. Okay, where's Titanium Jaga? Oh, there she is. Woo, woo, woo. The party's getting started. What?
No.
Hey,
Yeah, she's got her stuff sorted in like those cereal containers. That's awesome. Titanium J. Found you, Titan. I'm trying to like learn how to Instagram, so this is really fun, I'm sure, to watch for the viewers. They're like, ooh, watch Butt Chop try to Instagram people.
It's the first time I've gone on that way. Actually, it's the first time I've been on a StreamYard.
I just threw a link in there. I just started StreamYard for this morning's stream. Otherwise, I didn't use StreamYard until this morning. I was gonna stream with Brick Pasta, which he deleted his Lego channel, and so he's like, "Do you want to stream?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I didn't want to mess it up, so I just did the easy way with StreamYard, and so now I can just. This is really easy, but I was fighting it because I like things I like it the hard way.
Yeah. Well, we've been working from home, like lots of people, of course, using 3 different ways to talk to people.
Let me guess. One of them is Google Meets.
No.
Okay. What? Zoom.
Zoom, yes.
There's my daughter uses Google Meets for her band, her trumpet lessons.
Wow.
But she uses Zoom for her karate lessons, and they use something else when she talks to her teacher. Yeah. So I'm like, can't you guys just all consolidate or something?
We're using some kind of Microsoft something, and then some team meeting.
we use Microsoft Teams.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard of that. I've never used it. And I've heard of team meeting. I think that's what Jennifer uses with her work. Because she has to call in, like they're all therapists or whatever, technicians for autistic kids. So they all have like meetings, and then she still has to go. She still makes house calls. So, but to talk to her, they don't talk. The coworkers don't talk in person, but they can send the technicians to these people's houses. That's okay. But her bosses don't want to have to have contact with her. I'm like, wow, isn't that kind of funny that they don't want to have any contact with anyone, but it's okay to send off the little people? Like, you go out there, you'll be fine, but don't come over to my office. Call me. Call me. I don't want to see you.
Weird times.
Yeah, it's funny how it works. Like for the higher ups, they're like, we got to protect ourselves. But we'll send the grunts. The grunts can go die on the front line.
Exactly.
But that's America, folks. Welcome to the country. Titanium Jazz. What are you doing up late, honey?
Well, I've been playing that Ninjago movie video game.
Oh, because it's a free download.
Yeah.
Wow, aren't you a sweetheart? And it's Sunday morning, 6 a.m. I'm still in bed. Okay, you don't have to join, whatever, Julian. I don't care. Winter Bricker does have to join, though. I think I hear Jennifer. I'm gonna play possum for a minute.
So, Butt Chop, you building anything?
Right now, I'm doing a Mills plate because I want to transfer this onto a Mills plate, and then I want to do. I'm gonna, instead of having it be like this, I'm going to modularize it and fill in the back, so you can take it off level by level, because it's a pretty nice looking, like, old lighthouse.
Mm-hmm. Is that the Ninjago Lighthouse?
Yeah, this is from the what's this from, Jay?
It's from Skybound.
Skybound. Sorry to trouble you.
I got the Ninjago Lighthouse. I haven't, it's still on the box. I haven't built it yet.
This one?
I think so.
Oh, it's a cool set.
I got it as a door prize at Brick Fair.
Oh, that's not a shabby door prize at all. I like the color aesthetic. It's like the natural rock work, and then the brown and the browns and the grays, and then it's got those like nougat bricks, masonry bricks. It looks cool, like an old like lighthouse that's been derelict for like a long time, which is what it is. So, but
I want to get the older light, the regular lighthouse. What was it? The Creator Lighthouse or whatever.
Yeah, the one with the killer whale or the one before the killer whale?
I think so. I'll probably just I don't care about all the other stuff. I just want to get the lighthouse itself. So I'm probably going to try to piece that together.
Yeah, I was like looking. Now Nick did the Hidden Side lighthouse already. He built it, and I wanted to get a look at it to see how easy it would be to modify into like a straight up lighthouse.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't look like it'd be that good of a set to try to turn into like a full bodied lighthouse because it uses, the panels from like the spacecraft, the Creator like space shuttle. They're like curved panels like this that are hinged.
Yeah, they fold open.
Yeah, they fold open to let the satellite out. They use those for the rounded parts.
Oh.
And I don't, because there's that play feature with the ghosts and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, ooh, finally a lighthouse for me to modify. And then I saw it and I'm like, not that cool. So now I'm going to do this one because I already own it and it's been sitting on my workbench since the year it came out. I built it and just put it on the workbench and there it sits. Jay, you can modify yours if you want. Titanium?
Yeah, I could, but I don't feel like doing that just yet.
I thought we were going to be twinsies.
No, I haven't said I do want.
He doesn't want to be my twin. Well, I bet when Bama builds his, he will. Do you have this, Kim?
I don't think so. No, not that one.
Darn it. You could have made
I
it.
want to modify.
You could, hey, just download the instructions, Kim, and make it a Fabuland lighthouse. Do it in Fabuland colors. That would be awesome. Except for a lot of the parts probably don't come in yellow, red, and blue.
Yeah. I did a Fabuland mountain when I did my first Fabuland mod. It was a gray mountain.
Are you, Kim, you're not going to, since Philly's been postponed, maybe not even happening. What can you tell me? What were you going to bring this year?
I wasn't going this year.
Oh, you weren't? Why not? Because I wasn't going to be there?
Exactly.
Yeah, what's the point of going? You're right.
That's what I say. Well, I went to Bama. It's just so much easier. It's so much closer.
Oh, you went to Bama this last time?
Yeah. It's my second time going, but
everyone was there this time.
Yeah. The first time I went, I was with Brickzar and Brooks for Chris. But that was a couple years ago. But this year, a lot of people were there.
Well, this year, everyone went. All the people went. So then I didn't get to go because I didn't have a reliable car. Because Hoosier's like, if you can get to me, I'll take you the rest of the way. And I didn't even have a car to get there. But I didn't know about the COVID then. So I figured there's other ones I'll get to make it to. And then I'm like, oh, there won't be. Because I go to Chicago every year because it's like 3 hours away. But no.
So you going to Bama next year?
Yeah, well, might as well because I don't think I'm going to anything this year. Because Bama's what, January?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hopefully things are back to normal. I don't know. I don't know. Like everyone wants it to get back to normal, but that doesn't mean that it should go back to normal. You know what I mean? Like people want one thing, and what's the right thing to do is a different thing altogether. You know what I mean? Like I think they could prematurely put everything back open and just like the way it was, and do it too early, and not have this thing under wraps, and it just blows up again. And that's going to be worse. Is going back into quarantine after you've been let out. You might as well just stay until it's, you know what I mean? Like stay in the bomb shelter until all the nukes have dropped. Then emerge from your shelter. Not like hang out in the bomb shelter and then come out and get nuked.
Yeah.
What's the point?
I think even if they opened everything up, but everybody still practiced some social distancing, washing your hands.
I agree. I agree, but good luck having people abide by that.
Oh
As soon
yeah.
as you open everything back up, people don't want to wear masks. They don't want to keep a distance. They want it. It's all open. I'm going back to normal. It's back to dry humping and sneezing all over each other and spitting in each other's nose. It's a freak fest. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
okay. So I'll tell you one of the things. Like you're a smoker, but you know how like so many places don't have smoking. Well, when vape came out, you had all these people now that jumped over to the vape,
Yep.
and because there wasn't laws or rules saying you can't vape everywhere, they were just vaping anywhere and everywhere. You be in a
I remember.
restaurant and you're just puffing away on that vape, blowing the smoke everywhere,
I
and
remember
it's like really. I mean,
that was short lived though. Like
oh yeah,
it seemed like they got on putting ordinances out for banning that like quick. Like they were on that like
well, I mean, because like you went from people that smoked, it's like they had designated smoking areas. The people like picked up this vape. It's like, oh, it's not banned from everywhere, and they were just doing it everywhere.
right. It's water vapor. They're like it's water vapor.
Yeah,
It dissipates in the air. I can do it like blow it right on your face, lady.
yeah, and
What's
then
the big idea?
I mean, and I think the lack of respect for the people around you is really what pushed for that to get
Well, and
regulated.
they were misinformed at that time. Vaping was new, and like now they've discovered like the some of the stuff that the additives to flavor those oils. It when it first came out, it was literally nicotine with oil. Literally had nothing in it. It was like additive free, and that's what they were selling it as. They're like, okay, this is like doesn't have chemicals. Now there's stuff in there that's worse than what's in cigarettes,
Oh yeah,
and they're finding out like it's creating effects that cigarettes take years and years to create, like fast, like quicker, like in less time. So like it's ruining people's lungs quicker. I'm like, yeah,
oh, I'll tell you, insurance companies knew about it before they started putting all that stuff because that's what I do for a living. I do insurance, and
really?
one of the questions I have to ask people, and I've been asking it now for a long time, is if they use any tobacco nicotine products or do you vape? And I've had people to tell me like, yeah, I vape, but it doesn't have nicotine. It's like, well,
No, it doesn't have.
it doesn't matter.
Oh, they vape, but it doesn't have nicotine.
That's what I've had some people tell me.
What's the point?
I don't know.
Because it tastes like cotton candy. And eat cotton candy.
You'd be walking down the street smelling donuts, be like, oh, there's some donuts around the corner. Get around somebody just puffing away in the vape.
What? Like, I could eat some cotton candy, or I could vape it.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds fun. I'm breathing cotton candy. Like I don't get it because the stuff they add to it's bad. Nicotine is the only reason I smoke. I would not smoke if nicotine is very addictive. If I wasn't addicted, I wouldn't vape. I wouldn't smoke. I wouldn't put anything in my lungs except air.
Yeah.
But no. Like I understand being addicted to nicotine. I don't understand vaping or like smoking. If you smoke cigarettes without nicotine, I'd be like, okay, why? What do you do? Starting a fire and breathing in the fumes? That's cool. If you want to die. Wow, that's crazy. I know they do make it without nicotine because they make it with different levels and they make it all the way to 0. But then wouldn't you, if you were weaning off, wouldn't you stop then? Once you're smoking or vaping without nicotine? Or is it just like a hipster? It's probably like a hipster flavor thing. Like, yes, I write dark poetry. I'm very emotional. Yes, I'm quite artsy. And I own records. You don't even know what a record is.
Yeah.
I was born
like,
in 2007.
Those vapes, it's like they're on the two different extremes. Either they got this huge big old contraption, they suck on the blows a huge cloud of smoke out, or they have these little bitty jewels.
Right. Yeah, you have the jewels that are like dainty, like 120 like cigarettes, or you have like this box with a huge cylinder coming out of the top. And doing? Like, they look like a freaking factory, and they're sucking on this huge, like, they have like, and the ones like this, the guys get into it because you can like change out parts. You can you can add like a bigger flame maker.
Really?
And then you can add different tanks and different, like, you can customize it like it's a car, like it's a hot rod. And they're like, this one allows me to inhale 5 gallons of vape in one drag. It's like, are you stupid or are you just stupid? Like, this one allows me to be legally dead for 5 minutes after I take a hit. You know, I wish you would stay that way, you know. It's like, but yeah, then it's like the people who like they get into like playing around with components and buying parts, and I'm like, dude, it's not that cool. Like, check out my vape thing. I'm like, yeah, it looks like some kind of weird device. Like, I don't know what it looks like, but it ain't right. Yeah, I know, it's weird. Finger snaps, cool, man. Yeah, exactly. Yo, what up, man?
Yeah, it's crazy. Then you got them little bitty jewels. It's like 120 cigarettes and a 1x4 brick.
Yeah, they're crazy though. The price, like, I don't know how much the refills are, but like to buy the starter kit is like $50, and then I don't know if it's a good deal because you just buy refills or what. But yeah, I have no idea. It still causes cancer, says Brick Bunny's TV. But you know, BBTV, everything nowadays causes cancer. So
Oh yeah.
being alive causes cancer. Oh, Douglas is here. After this vape, I need to get in my solarium. Are you up right now, Douglas? What time is it in Australia? Winter Burger says dry humping. What, when you go out in public, you don't dry hump when it's not COVID season? Who doesn't? That's normal behavior in America. Like, there's no COVID. Let's dry hump. Who doesn't do that? We got it under control in Australia, keeping our borders closed. Well, yeah. Plus, you got the Outback, man. I would just go hang out in the Outback till it blows over. Which set and why are you trying to get me on BBTV? That calls for a librarian. I was ignoring the chat because I was talking to you. Sorry.
That's okay.
I have to acknowledge their stuff. Maybe Winterberg has the set and can build it on stream tonight. What set? Bama, you and I could be twinsies. What? I missed
How
a
about the
lot.
lighthouse?
Oh, I have combined the lighthouse with other stuff. Oh, because of what I said about twinsies? Or what?
No, because I said that I had the lighthouse still in the box, and Brickman TV still said she still had the TV or the lighthouse in the box that hasn't been built yet.
Oh, cool. I met them at Philly. I have a few sets I need to build. Been extremely busy with work. Bama Bricks is in the chat, everybody. What's up, Bama Bricks? Thanks for coming. I'm going to go back to watching CSI now. M. Lego, what are you, like a 60-year-old? Like, well, I'm going to go back to my easy chair and watch CSI till Matlock comes on. And then it's Murder, She Wrote. And then it's...
Columbo.
Yet.
Did you say Love Boat?
Columbo.
Oh, Columbo.
Oh, that would work.
I watched Murder, She Wrote, and then I watched a nice episode of Love Boat. Because I like the bartender guy. He's smooth, you know what I mean?
Isaac.
Yeah, Isaac is his name, yep.
Yeah.
He's smooth. Hey, John and Douglas. Oh, who's here, John? Who? Oh, John Y. It's 10 o'clock for
Hey,
John.
Thomas.
Huh?
Thomas is in the chat.
Thomas Edison?
Thomas, I'm not sure how to pronounce that last name.
Let's see. I got to scroll all the way down. Thomas Ognabine. Thomas, is anything silent in your name? Also, is there any mods in the actual YouTube chat? Because I don't have the YouTube chat open. There's got to be. Winterbricker is. Okay. What's up, Thomas? Formerly known as... Oh, that's Lego Hobbit. I know who you are. Yes.
Okay.
Matt, he was in the community and then left the community. Then he came back for the 72-hour stream last year, I believe. And then he left again, and now he's back again. He must be. Are you subbed to me or something, Thomas? Are you one of the people that's causing me to have high sub count?
I am. Do I need to unsubscribe to you?
I know. There's a whole bunch of people, and they're like, sorry, I can't unsubscribe. I'm like, that's BS. You're lying. Titanium J, what are you working on? I'm not trying to ignore you, but I'm just wound up like a $2 fiddle.
I'm working on Kai's mech jet, but I dropped a piece under my filing cabinet, so that's when my camera's off.
Guys, mech what?
Kai's mech jet, the set I was building.
This morning?
Yeah. I'm building it back to the mech.
Oh, is it a 2-in-1?
Yeah.
Oh, you'll have to show me that. I didn't know that was a 2-in-1, dude. Yeah, we're going to have to do an expose on that. I was always around 900,000 subscribers, and yeah, I started out back in 2013. Whoa. Yeah, I got about 4 million subscribers, but I keep them all on Ghost. I ghost block them all. So you can't see them, but they're there.
Hey, I'm up to 25 subscribers.
What? How many do you have?
25?
That's a lot. I wish I would have had 25. Those were the days. Look at. I've had this channel since 2008. Is when I started this channel. I had a channel before that I started in 2004, and then I shut that down. Started this in 2008, and I'm still at whatever 500 something.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. I kept it real. You know what I mean? Like. That's a long time to not gain subs. That's good. You don't want to gain subs.
My very first video was 1 month ago, so ain't too bad.
Woo! I think I'm subscribed to you, dude.
I know you're at 26.
Go out there and subscribe to my good friend Bama Bricks.
Thank
Give him some super chats and like all his content. Hit that bell. Bother him at home when he's sleeping. Throw stuff at his house. What if people started doing that? Because, they're always begging for subs and likes. What if they're like, come and harass me at my job? Hey, why don't you flash my tires on my car? Thanks, everybody. If I could get all 4 tires flashed, I'm going to do a super good video.
Good night, Brick Bunnies.
Good night, Brick BBTV. Sleep, sleep, sleep good. Mostly did brick films and went to conventions early on. Then recently I just started going to college, so I haven't had much time for Lego other than building some sets here and there. College is important. My friend Titanium J's in college. He's going to be a math teacher.
All right.
Yep.
Kim is.
Are you building anything or sorting or?
What are you building?
I'm not building anything. I can build.
I was working on that, Mock.
Get him, boys. Yeah, Kim is a teacher. Titanium J. She's a professor.
Yep.
Of criminal psychology. That's why she hangs out with me.
It's just a study.
I've seen your kind before. There's a guy on YouTube. She knows I'm a sweetheart. I'm not a criminal psycho.
No, just a regular.
I play one on YouTube.
Actually, I'm a sociologist, not a psychologist.
Oh,
All
sorry.
the stuff you're saying about how messed up society is, that's what I also say.
Either way, the way I look at it is society plays a big part on our psychological frame of mind and all that. They play on each other because society creates so many of the issues that affect people who either already have depression and mental illness or get it later on, because society makes it like a breeding ground for mental illness. There's so many people that are depressed in America that should not be depressed. Yeah. Like, really, technically, aren't clinically depressed, but because of our society, they always feel inadequate and they always feel like they're not good enough and they're not achieving it. It's like some of them aren't achieving anything, but that's on them. And some people are just fine, but they're where they think they're supposed to be is so out of realistic expectations that they're going to constantly think that they suck when they're actually should be happy with what they have.
Yeah.
Like I'm happy to have food on the table, a roof, some clothes. I don't need much, bare minimum. Some toys to play with so I don't drink. And that's good enough for me. I'm happy. But some people are like, I got to have a jet ski because the Joneses got 3 jet skis. Not only got 1. I'm like, dude, you got
Everybody's keeping up with the Joneses.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. So our society is part of the problem.
Yeah, and it's magnified by the fact that we have the internet now.
Oh, right. The internet is good things, but I think there's more negative things. Because both of you, not Titanium J, we were part of before the internet, before cell phones. You know what I mean? And people are like, how did you survive? And I'm like, just fine, actually. It was actually a lot nicer than it is now. I mean, yeah, we didn't have contact. Like, I wouldn't be able to meet someone in Alabama, meet Kim, meet Titanium J. Like, there are really awesome things about there, but I think technology is going to be is way worse in the long run. So it's a weird thing. And
yes, the good and the bad. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean everybody posts their personal stuff on like Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that, and then you have people that sit there. It's like you might know them in person. It's like their life is terrible, but they sit there and they post all these they do like their vacations and when they get like new cars and whatnot. It's like they all post that. So it's like you have other people saying, "Oh, they're getting a new car, and I need to get me a new car to keep up." And
but they're $100,000 in debt. They got credit card companies chasing them down. That's why they're getting a new. They're miserable. They're basically showing off, but that's what I hate. What I don't like about the internet is that. So I understand what's going on, and you guys probably do too. Being pre-internet and pre-cell phones and all that stuff, I think the people who were born and it's always been there don't realize that you shouldn't be sharing. People don't need to know all your personal stuff online. There's all kinds of things that you shouldn't be doing that aren't this is not. I don't know. They don't have any aspect to look at it to compare it to when there was no internet. So it's like that's all they know. So anything that happens on the internet, they think it's just fine. And I look at it, I'm like, that's not just fine. It's like this is a problem. My daughter is looking at things I don't want her to look at. And it's her friends are doing the same thing. That's why it's like this is bad, she's too young to be worried about stuff like this. But the internet advances that so far. Make you
grow up so quick.
Right. I'm like, no, you're a kid.
Yeah.
Be a kid.
You have people say a husband and wife get in an argument or something, and the wife might post something on Facebook, and all of a sudden it's like you have some folks out there that look to try to break people up and look to try to get them. So they'll start sending them private messages, and then they're thinking it's like, oh well, they're upset at their significant other, so it's like, oh, they're giving me attention. So then they start talking back and forth, and before you know it, then
Well, it definitely enables people who have bad intentions. It lets them. Definitely get to poke their nose in, but you can only blame them so far because, like you said, that person posted about their domestic dispute. They shouldn't have opened that door. Because once you open that door, you're saying, "Come in here, take advantage of my emotions, and wreck my life more." That's what you're saying. That's why, everyone has issues. I don't go on Facebook and be like, "Oh, my bipolar is causing me to freak out. I can't handle the world. I don't do that because that's not fun. Like I look at the internet as a way to get. I use it to get away from the real world, while other people use it to connect to what they think the real world is. I got enough real world outside my house. I want to play Lego because it's not the real world. But some people want it, like they're like their real world is what happens on here. Like right now, this is real world, but it's, you know what I mean? Like I'm not on here to, I don't know.
This is a way
I don't
to,
know.
yeah, this is a nice distraction. But it has been really good. I mean, I've made real friends here, I think.
Yeah, and that's what I'm here for. It's the people who aren't here for that I try to stay away from.
Yeah.
Because there are people who try, like, they're not here to make friends. They're here to get somewhere. They have some ulterior motive, whatever it may be. I'm not interested in that. And that's why, like, people are like, why don't you want subs? Why don't you want? I'm like, the only subs I want are my friends that I make. That's what I'm here for. Like, I'm here to meet cool people.
Oh yeah.
I love that about the internet. Like, I have a chance to meet people I would never have a chance to meet pre-internet because you're in your small bubble, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And now,
also, I mean, I like Julian. I've known Julian a while on social media and stuff, and met him. I actually met him for the first time in person. Now I've interacted with him like on Facebook, talking back and forth. But met him at Brick Fair, Alabama. And he's like got me in. I mean, I wouldn't probably be on YouTube and everything like that if he wouldn't have talked me into it.
yeah, he likes to talk. He collects 8-balls, dude. I got him.
Between YouTube and Instagram, I wouldn't have been on either one of them if he wouldn't have talked me into it.
Well, right. Like, I was already on YouTube, but I didn't use Facebook for really anything except for keeping in contact with old friends that moved. Like, one of my friends is an English teacher in China. One of them lives in Ohio. They all moved really far away. So I'm like, I don't own a cell phone. So I used Facebook basically as a texting service. And I never used Instagram. And now I'm like, Haley's like, you got to use Instagram. Haley and Hoosier, they all, you know, it's like, okay. I'll use it, but I'm probably not going to be like how you think I'm going to use it. I'm very not into that stuff. But yeah, I'm on YouTube for one reason only, is to, like, I guess, meet people. Like, just, what is it called? Meet people that like Lego, because there's not a lot of people around me that are like, I'm an 8-ball, you know? It's like, not as common as it seems when you're here. On YouTube, you're like, oh, look at how many people there are. But you're like, wait, they're all scattered. There's not that many, you know, really.
Yeah.
But there's a lot that aren't on here. So
I mean, I'm different than a lot of the people that in the Lego community because, like, growing up, I didn't have Lego because my family, we just couldn't afford it.
Right.
So I didn't have it. And then about it's almost 5 years ago now. I was like, oh, I mean, because I knew what Lego was. So I was like, so I got my son his first set, and it was like the Toy Story train. So I was like, okay, me and him enjoyed building it, and then I've got to where I really enjoyed it. And then about 3 years ago, I started picking up a couple more sets, and then really 2 years ago is when we started getting heavy into it. And I built my first mock for this year. The roller coaster was my first mock. So
yeah, so you've eased into it.
It's a really cool first mock.
thank you.
What's up? Are you secretly subscribed to Britney Spears? Yes, Douglas. I'm secretly subscribed to Britney Spears. Why do you ask?
Yeah.
I was going to ask you a question then. I was going to make a statement. It's not surprising there are a lot of people who become 8-balls because their children, like, they build Lego with their children, and they're like, even though they didn't have it as a child, they're like, they build it with their children. I've talked to other people who are like, I never played with it as a kid, but my son was into it, and I built it with him, and then the dad gets hooked. You know what I mean? And the kid goes out of it, and the dad's still into Lego, which is cool.
Well, have y'all know Martin Harris down here in Alabama? He's has some like huge displays he's had. He had Rapunzel's Tower this year.
Well, has he been
Okay.
has he been on Beyond the Brick?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen his stuff. Yeah, I know who it is now.
Yeah.
He got into it a few years ago because of his kids did it. So he joined in with them, and he's just like blown up.
Just got all into it.
Oh yeah.
Like, basically, I did it as a kid, but now I can do things that I wanted to do as a kid that I could never do as a kid. You know what I mean? I had Lego, but I didn't have Lego. You know, like, it's more fun as an adult. You know who's been on Beyond the Brick? Kim. Kim's been, and actually she's been on that Butt Shop channel, Butt Shop 2021. He did a video on her Philly mock, on Kim's Philly mock. So check that out. Subscribe to Butt Shop for more and talk footage.
Fabulous.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
So I didn't grow up playing with Lego either, but I'm a lot older than you guys. And the only sets they had when I was a kid were just basic blocks, and like my little brother had them. He's fine, but I don't remember. He had one, and I don't remember. I just don't think we had toys, but we did a lot of outdoor stuff like baseball and softball and
Oh, for sure. So did I.
bicycles. So not a lot of indoor toys.
Yeah.
Yeah, kids used to play outside.
Oh, that's all. It's like, I mean, like growing up. I mean, those my single parent, but mom was like, if I was inside, like it was punishment.
Oh yeah.
Like you got to. She said, if you come back in, you're gonna have to stay in. So it was like punishment to have to stay in the house. Now,
Oh, my mom
I
would,
punish the kids to make them go outside.
my mom would have to drag me screaming into the house when it was summer. Like if it's nice out, even in the winter, she would come outside and be like, "You've been out here for this such and such many hours. I'm afraid that you are like it's too cold, and you've been out here for 6 hours playing in the snow, in Wisconsin snow. You know,
I'm originally from Maryland, so I know what you mean.
And I'd be like, no, I'm not coming in. I'm playing. And she's like, actually worried for my safety of being like frostbitten and too cold. And I'm like, no, I'm not coming in the house. I'm playing in the snow right now. I'm fine. And she'd have to like force me into the house. Like, I liked being outside. I played outside my whole childhood. You know, it's like,
No, I'd be outside from daylight to dark, and had to be forced inside.
Yeah. I had a lot. My parents had a lot of trouble getting me back in the house.
And yeah, I know what you mean, because like when we had snow in Maryland, it's like my mom would have to sit there and come and force me inside. My hands would be just blood red, and it's like you could sit there and just stab it with a knife, and I probably wouldn't have ever felt it.
Yeah, for sure. Kids used to. Now you go and I'll drive through neighborhoods, and you wouldn't even know kids live in those neighborhoods. Like before this whole thing, before this pandemic, like you wouldn't even know children live there. Like I knew, like when I was a kid, all I had to do was go outside, and I could find other kids playing in the neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like they were all everywhere. Like you go outside, there's kids. Like you couldn't throw a rock without hitting some stupid kid to play with. Now you go outside, and you're like, where's?
It's the neighborhood I live in now. I mean, it's a huge subdivision, and it's a lot of kids. I mean, I bought the house because my son, a lot of kids go to my son's school, live in the neighborhood.
I think Kim's got bad internet.
But yeah, it's like, I mean, so before all this COVID, you could drive through the neighborhood and hardly ever see any kids.
It's weird.
Now you have to drive through the neighborhood like at 2 miles an hour because there's kids flying out from everywhere.
Right. It's like the 80s again. This pandemic has caused the 80s to come back. Kids are in the street and they won't move for your car.
Yeah. Oh, I used to play roller hockey in the street. We'd be sitting there playing. It's like you see a car come by, everybody grab the nets and carry them over to the side.
Yeah. Game on. Okay, Jay, you're trying to show me the mech. I want to see. Sorry, buddy.
Sorry.
Old people talking.
Yeah, that's the mech. It's got most of the posability that a mech would have. It's got stud
What do you
shooters
think
one
about
side,
those?
sort of.
I don't like those skinny leg shins. Look at his chin.
Yeah, it's a little weird, but
Hey,
it's also
guys.
sturdy.
Hey guys, I'm wearing pantaloons.
It's sturdy and
They use those
Yeah.
shields for the foot or on the shin,
Yeah.
on the top of the foot. Those are from the winter sets or the ice
yeah.
samurai sets.
Yeah.
In the dark red, those are good parts.
Yeah, when everybody did know each other, and they knew each other's kids and their parents.
Right, right. You knew your neighbors back then.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you were doing something wrong, and your parents weren't around, the other adults in the neighborhood would call you out and you out the window. Hey, stop doing that. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah.
it was like a self-policing neighborhood where like your kids were safer because everyone in the neighborhood was looking out for everybody's kids. You know. Now it's like, I don't know you. If you're getting stabbed, that's your problem. I'm not going to help.
Yeah.
I got nothing to do with this. You go get stabbed over there. Just don't get any blood on my property. Thank you, neighbor.
You make a mess, can you clean it up?
Yeah. You get too much blood over here. I'll call the city. There's an ordinance.
Hey, Willie.
Hey, Willie. What do we have here?
Hey, Willie.
Everyone knew each other's kids' mom. Yeah. If I ever had a Lego as a kid, probably wouldn't have ever got into YouTube. Oh, you got into YouTube because you didn't have Lego as a kid? Okay. I'd like to see that, Kim. What does Kim want to see? The tower? I saw that tower. 2 types who post everything. Those who want attention and those who want to rub their success in your face. Yeah, well, either way, people who post everything are posting too much. But I stay in touch with others like BFAB. I've known him since he started way back when. I built some Star Wars sets like mid-2000s. I have drawers and drawers of sorted pieces. That's what I would like to do is build all my sets someday. Oh, rebuild them? I hate doing that because you have to search out all the parts again when you have them sorted. That's impressive, Kim. What's impressive? That she's a professor?
Kim, are you frozen?
No, she's just staying really still. That's her defensive. Like when she goes into defensive mode, she can stay so still that you don't. Right, Kim? That's your.
My internet's acting up.
That's your defense. People think that they think you're paralyzed, so they leave you alone. Don't talk to her. She's paralyzed. Yeah, I don't know if your internet. Are you using dial-up?
Yeah, well, actually, I have these hamsters.
Hamsters?
Old AOL dial up.
Yeah, her AOL disk is. She's almost out of free hours. You guys, can I borrow an AOL disk? Mine's almost out of about 300 hours.
Oh man, when AOL first came out, my mother got pissed at me one time because like I used up all the free time and didn't know it, and then I still keep going, and she got a bill for like $100 in a month.
Right. Yeah, because once you're done with the free hours,
it was expensive.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They sent the bill, and your mom was like, yeah, they want like a year's salary for you to be on the internet for 20 hours. Like what? Wow. Yeah. That was crazy, and it wasn't even good internet.
No,
it would take 20 minutes for a small photo to load up.
And don't let nobody call in while you're on dial.
I'm on the internet. Get off the phone. Hey,
pick up the phone, you hear all that squealing.
Yeah. Sounds like they're grinding up bones inside the machine. You're like, what are you doing in there? DJ Bricks, what's up, man? What's up, Craig? Gary? Who's Gary? I gave up. And Doc, I know. Thanks for coming in, though. And,
Yeah, thank you. And Doc,
I love Kim, so I'm glad she came in, even though her internet is like.
still waiting on Winterbreaker to get in though.
She's probably got compromised. Maybe the government's compromised Kim's internet. Who knows? She was so still. She was invisible. Yeah, Willie. That's a good defensive. If you think someone's gonna eat you, you just stay real still.
Mm-hmm.
They'll think you're a statue. Winterbreakers won't. She won't come in. The video Kim was featured in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kim,
Now this weekend I didn't fish, but yes, I have been going to the lake most weekends and going out fishing. This weekend we just went. You're today more or less. Just rode around on the boat.
it was a nice day to be out. I
Oh,
was
it
outside.
gorgeous.
We went for a bike ride. We went and explored some condemned houses down by the university. There's a whole block of condemned houses, and we all the ones that are torn down we explored. They're like old mansions and stuff with like servants' quarters with their own staircase. So like the servants wouldn't have to use the same stairs as the people who own the house, and they had their own like servants' quarters upstairs with their own staircase that goes from the servants' quarters to the kitchen. I'm like, well, if that isn't saying get to work, I don't know what is. But there's like pretty fun to go through urban exploring and stuff like that. But yeah, it was a nice day today. Good to be with the three of you, said Talk. And Winterberger says not many ladies on the Lego streams.
Yeah,
Well,
we're so
yeah.
shooting you.
Because Winterberger won't join. We would have a lady. We had Kim.
Kim, it was great having you on. Look forward to some more streams with you. Hopefully your internet will be acting up.
Yeah, she's cool. Yeah, she's had a couple of her mocks featured on Beyond the Brick Winterbricker. If you go back, or if you search on Beyond the Brick's channel, she did a Fabuland mountain, like mountain city. She had her castle. Did you have more than that, Talk? Castle? What'd you have last? Okay, last year she had the castle. The year before, was that the mountain, or was that 2 years ago or 3 years ago? I don't know. She'd have to say, but I know she's been on Beyond the Brick at least twice. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, Kim, unless you left. FFS, what's that? Future Farmer Stalker. Oh, you only had one? Was it last year? Or the mountain? It was the mountain one, not the castle. They didn't do a castle one? Oh, the mountain was 2 years ago. That's okay, because on my channel I did the castle. I have a video of the castle. I swear I did.
Now, believe it or not, actually, that's where I'll go is Gunnersville. My parents have a camper up there, and so that's the lake we go to every time we go. Oh,
Guntersville. I think that's where Enos lives, and Cooter. I'm going down to Guntersville, meet up with Enos and Cooter, and we're gonna head out, do some noodling. That will be my project tomorrow, to find the videos. Okay. Well, Jolene, if you saw the Beyond the Brick one, that's half the battle. The other one should be mine. I swear I did. I did. She said I did. And talk. Okay. Sometimes I take video and I never put it up. But I think because I love. I saw Kim's Beyond the Brick thing is the only way I got to see her mountain. And when I saw it, I was like, that is so awesome. So when I actually got to meet Kim in real life, obviously I took advantage of it, and I spent a lot of time looking at her mock and talking to her about her mock and stuff. So that was a real treasure. That's what you're supposed to get out of this stuff. You know, I hear banjos. Yeah, ding 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 ding, Gunnersville.
Ding 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 ding.
Gunnersville, where cousins become wife and husband. I'm just kidding. Titanium Jane loves incest jokes. Right, Titanium?
Sure.
I know he's sick. He's the yin to my yang. You know what I mean? He's the guy who's like, what? So, do you prefer the other build to the mech, or the mech to the other build?
I think I prefer the mech. It just feels more complete and bigger. I thought I'd prefer the other build, but I think I like the mech.
I
Overall.
think I could modify the skinny leg thing and make it look better easily.
Yeah.
That's an
Yeah.
easy Technic fix.
Yeah.
Winter Bricker, I don't have the best videos, but I do have some of my Philly mocks on YouTube. My first build at Philly was the Eastern Penitentiary. Oh, okay. Oops. So, yeah. Yeah, check out NTalk's channel. If you're not subscribed, Winter Bricker, to NTalk, then you have some serious issues. Bam, Willie, look at Willie. Bama, so you near Huntsville? Why, you fixing to get him or what, Willie? Are you anywhere near Huntsville? I'm on my way to pick you up. Bama,
yeah, I'm not close to Huntsville.
that was the correct answer. You just saved your own life.
I live close to Birmingham.
I don't even know what Huntsville is.
Huntsville's North Alabama.
Okay, be waiting outside. He's going to be there in 10 minutes. Willie's coming over. You anywhere near Huntsville? Because I'm on my way over right now. I'm making Willie look like a super creep. I'm just kidding, Willie. Hey, Titanium, you just stay put. I'll be over in a few minutes. So are you done with school for the year, Titanium, or you still got final?
Yep, I am.
So you did your final.
Yeah, I'm
My
still
son
waiting to
is
find
supposed to-
out one more grade.
My son is supposed to graduate next weekend. Would be his graduation from college. So, but there's no ceremony, obviously. But he'll be done
Yeah,
with
so-
college.
Is there like a Zoom meeting ceremony, or is
Yeah,
it just
I think there's something weird.
Yeah.
But like they don't have all the people even. They won't even assemble the people for the ceremony. So I don't think there's like a Zoom meeting for it. It's not that just the parents can't come. It's that they won't put all the students in the same room with the faculty and do the whole. They don't even have their gowns and hats because the thing happened. The quarantine happened before they had ordered all that stuff. Because when they do that, you have all the kids go to whatever building and get fitted for their caps and hats and whatever. So they were already on lockdown before they do that process. So they don't have any gowns or hats or anything. I think they're going to get their diploma or their high school or their college degree in the mail.
Wow,
I think that's your graduation, I think.
that sucks.
Depends. Like some people don't care about the whole ceremony. Some people do. You know, I don't know. He doesn't seem upset about it. I think going to the ceremony is a hassle because there's so many people, and then you wait so long for kids that aren't your kids to walk up there and get their stupid thing. It's like, how? 3 hours of watching kids grab papers out of some dude's hand and shake his hand. It's like, yeah, good job, everybody. Wake me up when it's my son.
Yeah.
But no, I shouldn't. It's a bummer they don't get the ceremony. Yeah, the ceremony is special. It is a once in a lifetime thing, unless you go back to 4 more years of college. But
I'm actually starting back college in the fall or the winter. I'm gonna go. I'm looking to going to get a degree in computer programming.
ooh, yeah, my son is a software engineer. That's what he went to. He went to school for that, and he already had a job at John Deere. But I think John Deere's shut down like the software for their logging machines or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he worked on the software for the, I don't know if they're the tree clamps, whatever they are. And
Yeah.
I think they shut down all the software development and the software engineering aspects. So he hasn't been working. Like it's not essential,
Yeah.
Like I'm sure they still produce the equipment, but they already have software for that equipment that they're producing. So they don't really need him to make new software while this is going on. But he didn't like it anyway. I'm like, dude, that's a good job. John Deere. Like,
Yeah.
you don't shake a stick at that. Like, oh yeah, well, I don't really like that. I'm like, dude, that's a better job than I've ever had in my whole life. And you're gonna be like poo-pooing on it? I should slap you so hard. So I slap him, dude. You've already done better in your life than I have, and I'm over twice your age, and you already succeeded greater than I've ever done, and you're gonna poo-poo on it? I'm gonna slap the crap out of you. Anyway, enough about kids, right? Titanium, they're a pain.
Yeah. Having been a kid myself, I can attest that they're a pain.
I should know
you are a kid.
I used to be. Yeah. Hell, I'm still a kid. I'm barely a
We're all kids.
I know.
We are playing with Lego.
Look at my Legos. Better healthy than a ceremony. Yeah, Winterbricker. That's the way I look at it. Because if there was a ceremony, some parent who's like, I don't care if I got COVID, I'm not missing my kid's graduation. They would go, and that whole auditorium is now, you know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of thing. Like a college ceremony is so important that someone would risk. They'd be like, I got symptoms, but I don't care. I'm not missing this. I don't care if I kill 1,000 people. I'm watching my son graduate. No, that's stupid. You're stupid.
And people will do that.
They will, because they're selfish.
Mm-hmm.
And Tuck says, I refuse to grow up. Exactly.
Yep.
Growing up is what's kind of partially wrong with our society, is that we're forced to grow up at such a young age that you get basically your imagination beat out of you as soon as you turn 18, right, Titanium?
Yeah.
Yeah, he says.
I mean, yeah. I've been learning. I took a human development course, and I've been learning a lot about like how much imagination and creativity is important.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a huge part of you as a person and your developmental into a healthy healthy-minded individual. If you lose that, it's a big part, man. That's what Jennifer, my wife, she graduated with her bachelor's in human development. That's what she does. She works with autistic kids, and she works at a group home too, for kids that are in high school that don't have parents, or their parents are drug addicts or whatever. Pretty sad, hard jobs, because she gets beat up by 2-year-olds, autistic 2-year-olds. But human development's crazy. It's like, I think, and Kim knows a lot because she's in sociology, the stuff that they try to deprive us of is some of the most important pieces of our identity. And that's kind of what they want, because if you can break someone down and take their own identity away, you have more control over it. Like, you can easily influence these people because they don't think for themselves. So if you're not thinking for yourself, it's a lot easier to be like, hey, this is how it is. And everyone's like, yeah, that's how it is. Why would I question it? It's easier to say, yeah. You know what I mean? But you question things, they don't like that. So they beat that out of you early on. And I think that's wrong, because some of the best things that have ever happened to humans is because someone questioned it and said, wait a second. So maybe I'm getting too philosophical and too deep into the cerebral craziness, but whatever. It's the middle of the night, and Titanium J, when are you going to modify your lighthouse? Because Bama Bricks and me are modifying this puppy.
I don't know yet.
Lighthouse.
Not anytime soon. It may
Don't
happen
worry.
one day. But
Bama's working on a roller coaster the size of Toledo, so he probably won't do his either very soon.
Hey, now my next. Okay, so when I saw this haunted house set,
Yeah.
and was sitting there, watched the video of the shaft that goes up and down, and So I was like, okay. So I've been wanting to build the Hollywood Tower of Terror for about 2 years. That was going to be my first set. Or my first mock I was going to create. But I was like, well, I don't know much about all the different Lego functions and stuff like that. And then I saw the roller coaster, so I'm like, okay, that's probably more feasible for me to be able to do. And now, since they've come out with this haunted house, I'm definitely going to do the Hollywood Tower of Terror and figure out how to do the elevator shaft where it can go up and down with the drop.
They did the engineering for you.
Exactly.
Like, you don't have to figure out the tough stuff because they have like.
No, I'm just going to build.
The designer video is awesome. They're like, we have the flywheels designed to take all the extra energy so that it can drop and not. It's like, okay, you guys thought this through, but for someone like me who might want to take that out, the set doesn't look so good anymore. You probably saw me on the last stream when Jesse's like, yeah, well, a lot of the part count is the mechanism for the free fall.
You probably got 150 pieces of Technic chain.
Right. I'm like, oh.
that they have to take take it up before it drops, right. And that it does. I mean, it's expensive on Bricklink.
Oh, I know the parts cost, but
yeah, but as for majority of people don't ever use it.
Right. That's what is that? Which Destiny bounty you got?
It's the 2015 one. I have decided it's not big enough, so my summer project is making this thing bigger.
That is really downscaled from the, the size it should be. It's like super downscaled, I suppose, because the price point on that set is better for kids. If you would make that to scale with the show,
it'd be super expensive.
It'd be a UCS set.
They included a dragon in this set too.
Right, they could have used that to make the ship bigger. That part count, but kids love dragons.
Oh yeah,
they needed an evil thing to battle.
Like that's where they live. So that ship looks tiny. If I lived in that ship, I'd be.
I thought about adding. So the pirate ship that swings back and forth at different amusement rides and stuff.
Yeah.
I thought about making one of those for to put in there with the roller coaster to make it more of an amusement park.
Yeah. Is one of the alternate builds for the 3-in-1 pirate roller coaster? Was that a swinging ship ride like that?
I don't think so. I have to go back and look. I didn't get that set, so I don't know.
That's the one Hoosier just got from Haley. It's the 3-in-1 Pirates roller coaster, but I thought one of the alternate builds was something like that. The ship it's basically the big rocking ship.
Huh. I'm gonna have to look at that.
Oh, I gotta send a message to Miles. Okay. Let me look at. So, how are you going to expand it, Titanium J?
I'm not entirely sure yet. I just know it needs to be much, much bigger and much more accurate. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it full minifig scale because in the show they were able to fit the mechs in there, the 4 different.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Ninjago mechs. It's not going to be that big. But it's definitely going to be bigger.
Yeah,
more on par with the movie bounty.
The scale of that thing on the show is like.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way I can fully replicate that, but.
Right. Well, you could, but.
Yeah,
it's not going to
be too costly.
Too costly for a young man in college. I'll tell you that.
All right, Chop. So the pirate roller coaster. One of the builds is it's not where the pirate ship, but it's where the track goes in like a wide U, where the coaster starts up on one side, goes up, and then comes back
Okay.
The coaster part, but it's not a pirate ship that swings back and forth.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's what. But it's similar to the motion, but it's not
Yeah.
anything like it. Okay, I had a faint memory of the alternate build.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think Lego's ever actually made anything near the ride you're talking about, where it's like the fulcrum is here and the thing
Yep.
swings and then goes yeah.
Yeah.
That would be cool to see. I'm sure someone's done one, like a mod, but yeah, Lego's never done one. So
Yeah, I figure I could maybe do just a whole amusement park with the roller coaster.
well, yeah, this roller coaster. Are you gonna have a lot of dead space in between?
Oh yeah, there's a huge. I mean, it's probably 3, 4, 32 by 32 base plates of empty space.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah.
And it,
Well, I suppose
because-
basically the middle. Of
yeah, it's all in the middle because the roller coaster spans the entire circumference of the whole
edge.
area. Yeah, with the exception of like where it's at the highest point, and in the middle, it has the spin where it spins down.
Right.
Go to the second lift, but
okay. Yeah.
but for the most part, it's all around the outside.
Right. It's got like the twirl down and then it goes back up for another drop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's like a real roller coaster.
Yeah.
It's not just like most of the ones that you see in Lego. It's like one up, one down, like long down. But in real life, you don't just if you went on a roller coaster and it was just like you'd be like, okay.
Yeah. Now my son came up with the idea, the design of it, and then I've just slowly changed it to be more gravity friendly.
Yeah.
I didn't have to have because see, like the Creator roller coaster, it has the different tires spinning to keep the carts
To keep them moving.
Yeah, where I've changed the design a little bit to where I don't have to worry about that. It's just one
Right.
less thing.
You don't have as much horizontal flat space where the car wouldn't move on its own. It's continually but gradually gravity's making a roll to the next point.
And because I didn't have a lot of the parts, and I waited on that chain. Speaking of the Technic chain, I waited on that for a month, so I didn't have a whole lot of. I got it the week before Brick Fair, so I was like, okay, I didn't have a whole lot of time because I was still working full time. I mean, I was still working regular hours, so I didn't have a whole lot of time to test it, and I should have made it about 2 feet longer. Just because of the speed, I needed to slow down to go around before it went around the first turn. So after running it for a couple hours, I think just the friction caused the little car to get warped a little bit, and it started jumping off track about every 10 minutes or so.
It was like wearing it down because you didn't have it. It wasn't gradually long enough.
It is
So
exactly.
It was like hard on the actual cut. Yeah, that sucks.
Oh yeah, man, it was screaming. I mean, it was. It goes. I mean, because you got to think. I took that thing. It's like just over 2 feet tall from where the base plate is. So
do you have a video of it on your channel?
yeah,
Why
it's
am I
not the best video because it is my first video,
Oh, I don't give a crap about that.
but
Trust me, video quality is not a big concern of mine.
yeah, it's on there. I tell you, it's been fun working on it. I mean, I completely stripped it down. I put Mills plates on it on the base to make it a lot more sturdier.
Oh yeah, that'll help a lot, dude. You don't want to move something like that on regular base plates. I mean,
Oh, I did. I moved it on regular base plates.
you're nuts.
Yeah. Well, I had a piece of wood under it that I moved it on, but like, see, I didn't. I mean, because I'm still new to all the event stuff, so I was like, man, I had that thing just it wasn't as sturdy as it is now.
Yeah.
Like now, I'd be fine sticking it in the back of the SUV and going somewhere. Before this year, for Brick Fair this year, it's like had somebody reach in the back, holding it from sliding around because if it bumped anything, I might lose half of it.
Yeah, you have to have spotters. You got spotters holding it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how to do. Well, if you ever transported something like that, it's not like it comes naturally. Like
Yeah.
that's how I do it.
I just stuck it back there, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna stick these pieces here to try to keep the base plates from sliding on the wood.
Yeah, that's crazy. I've never transported a huge display anywhere, so
Yeah.
I have no idea. I would be worried as hell that something was going to happen on the way there. So
Okay. So my car, I had a CRV at the time, and I was going to put it in there in the back. It was going to fit in the back with the seat laid down. So
with the back seat.
Yeah. Well, what happened was I carried the serpentine belt. There was a tear on it, so I went and carried it in for them to change the serpentine belt. This was like a week before Brick Fair. So okay, so they put a new serpentine belt on it, and then I was out driving, and next thing they were like, all my dash lights start popping up. The car starts running hot. I pull over. I'm calling them saying, "Hey, my car's like running hot. All my dash lights have come on." I said they asked us like, "Did you have any work done?" They're like, "Yeah, I was there yesterday, and I put a new serpentine belt on." They're like, "Okay, well, try to bring it on in." So I take it on in. They get it. I open it up, and it's like coolant was all over the car, all over the motor. The serpentine belt wasn't even on no more. It had popped off. And so they get it. They finally get it back there, and they're like, they come back and say, "Well, yeah, the water pump, it needs to be replaced because it's loose." I'm like, there was nothing wrong with it. I said, y'all come in here. You brought me back here yesterday and just showed me the car. I said there wasn't antifreeze all over my car then. So,
Right.
So they paid to replace that. They replaced it for free. They put the serpentine belt in there. Well,
they're the ones who messed it up. Of course,
exactly. Okay, so they had a run in their shop to make sure it wasn't going to slip off again. It's like, okay, so they pulled out front, and so I'm like, okay, I go in there to try to crank it up, and the car wouldn't start. So then the technician comes out, and he spent like 30 minutes trying to get the car to start. It didn't never start up. After it was all said and done, they carried it out to Honda, and Honda looked at it. And they're like, okay, well, you need to replace the motor. Motor's done.
Is the motor junk because of what happened after you got the serpentine belt?
Yep.
Supposedly changed?
Yeah.
So they messed it up by messing up the first repair.
Yep. So they ended up paying me to replace the motor. And then since then, I've got a Honda Pilot. But in the meantime, okay, so now to go back to the Brick Fair. Okay, so I was expecting to carry my roller coaster to Brick Fair in that vehicle. It's like, okay, so now I have a rental car from Enterprise. Well, they would only pay for like the cheapest car, so they weren't even going to put me in a car that equivalent to what I had. So now I'm in like a little car, and I'm like, there's no way I can transport this thing. Well, then my mom my mom said, "Oh yeah, I'll help you carry it down there." She has a CRV. Well, hers is a newer model, and the seats don't lay flat. So that's why I was saying I had to have somebody hold the roller coaster from sliding around.
If the seats don't lay flat, there's no room in it. If the seats don't lay flat, that's like most of the space in it.
Exactly. Yeah, it was pretty difficult to get it down there and back.
I can't believe they messed up your car that bad, dude. That's wow.
Yeah. Well, and they were going to put a used motor in it.
No.
And I'm like, yeah. I was like, you know what? the car itself had 240,000 miles on it.
Well,
Right.
Honda's. I'm sure that engine had a lot of miles left in it.
Oh yeah.
If they wouldn't have wrecked it, because the engine lasts longer than the rest of the car.
Mm-hmm.
You can have no floorboards, no windows, no. The rest of the car is completely gone, and the engine still works fine.
Yeah.
That's what I buy is Hondas.
Oh yeah.
I drive a 1996 Honda Accord. That's what I drive. It's a 96 Honda Accord.
Yeah.
So, and it's only got 150,000 on it, or 160,000 on my 96 Honda Accord. So.
Oh wow.
But the rest of the car is a piece of shit. It's rusted out. Wisconsin winters. The car's it's the engine is the only good thing about it, but that doesn't do me any good if the rest of the car doesn't work.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so it's just like they ended up they told me they were going to put a used motor in, and I'm like, no, I don't know because it was just under the value to total it is what they were going to pay to put a used motor in it.
Okay.
I was talking about it was only like $800 under what they were going to total it at. And so I was like, I sat there and was talking to my dad. I was like, the car's got 240,000 miles on it. It's like eventually I'm gonna have to start replacing everything. So it's going to either become a money pit just because of
nickels and dimes.
Yeah.
Especially if you put I suppose if you put a new motor in there, depending on how many miles are on that's going to last way longer than the rest of the car, and you're just going to it will nickel and dime you to death.
Exactly. And if I decided to put the motor in and trade it in, I was going to get like $1,800 for trade in. Whereas the check they were going to write me was about $4,000.
Take the check.
Exactly.
It's a no-brainer.
I was like, I'm gonna take the check. I was like, I'll go ahead and trade it in. I'll use that as a down payment on a new car. And I was like, I don't have to worry about if the damage from the serpentine belt caused other damage that hasn't been seen yet. I don't want to have to deal with that. Try to fight y'all to get you to repair that. So I was like, just to save all headaches, and so they wrote me a check and got a new car.
Oh, I guarantee that with what happened to it, there was more stuff affected that would probably have gone awry later on. You'd be driving along and all of a sudden, what? Oh yeah.
Not to mention, I mean, I don't know how whatever used motor they got from, I don't know how they took care of that.
Right.
I mean,
right. Yeah. I don't, that's a weird thing anyway. Like I when you said they wanted to put a motor in, I thought it was like a new CRV.
Oh no!
I didn't realize it had that many miles on it.
It was it was an 05 Honda CRV with 200.
That's pointless to put a motor. Why even bothering?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're going to start replacing all the shocks and struts and drivetrain, and eventually you have to replace everything. The motor's still be trucking along. Everything else is dying, falling apart.
Right. Yeah, they're stupid. Well, they're obviously stupid. They messed it up in the first place, but
yeah.
Wow, that sucks. Yeah, I gotta get a car. I have to get a new car because mine. I did like all the work on it myself because it's 96, so it's not all computer stuff like that. It's where you have to have the diagnostic and stuff. But then it just started nickel and diming me too much, and so I'm like, fine, I'm just gonna drive it until it blows up, until the car itself, besides the motor, is junk, because I can't afford it. It's too old to just keep nickel and diming me.
Oh yeah.
It's too many things at once. It's not actually nickel and diming me. It's like to the point where so much has gone bad at the same time that putting thousands of dollars into a 96 Honda Accord is stupid.
Yeah.
$4,000. I paid $1,000 for the car when I bought it. So I paid $1,000. I'm not going to put $4,000 in to keep it alive. You know what I mean? Like or whatever it would cost. So basically, right now it's a death mobile. Like I'm asking for it's ready to I don't know, brakes to go out or whatever.
Yeah.
So, I don't like to drive it, but
I'll tell you my very first car was a 1978 Chevy Caprice Classic.
Oh, nice.
I bought it for $350.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
so I drove that for a while. I mean, I couldn't tell you how much. I mean, I drove it for like a number of years, put a lot of miles on it. The only thing I had to replace was the radiator.
That's not bad at all.
And I ended up turning around selling it for $450.
What is Hoosier doing here? What is Haley doing here? What is
Hey,
wrong with you people? Hoosier goes, I'm
All
going
right.
to bed.
yeah.
Sorry, are you going to bed, TJ?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go to bed because I'm getting tired.
Okay, I'll see you in the morning.
All right, Jay.
Do you want English muffin or toast?
Toast.
Okay. See you in the morning.
All right.
See you,
Night, everybody.
Imagine being like an 18-year-old, 19-year-old kid. You got some guy on the internet asking you which kind of bread you want with your breakfast. You'd be like, oh, he's crafting. Yeah. So Hoosier's. Oh, guys, I gotta hit the hay.
Do what? Oh yeah, I got.
Guys, I gotta go to sleep. Okay. Oh yeah. I'm crafting. LOL. You little punk. Dude,
What
yeah, I got.
What are you doing, Haley?
Yeah, Haley, and well, that's what Hoosier's like. I'm crafting right now. Yeah, I'm tired, guys. I'm really sleepy. I gotta clean up the grill. Then I'm gonna hit the hay. Yeah. I'm crafting. Get it. Come on, take that, Enderman. Take that, creeper. Jason is awake. Can't sleep yet. Jason is awake. Who's Jason? Crazy kid. Oh, Jackson. Okay, that makes more sense. I'm like, is Jason Voorhees? Like, what's the big deal? Are you at Crystal Lake right now? Yeah, Winterbreaker likes your roller coaster. Well, obviously, she's got good taste. And then Haley and Hoosier come in like a pair of bat out of hell. So I subscribed to you. I guess I wasn't.
Okay.
Where was I? Like, how many did you have subs?
I had 25.
Now you have 27.
Yeah, because Talk subscribed.
And me.
Yep, and you.
I guess I wasn't. It's one of those things where now when you can't click on it from the chat, like I used to like, even if I wasn't going to stay subbed, I would sub to someone so I could check their channel and then unsub if I didn't like their shit. But it's like, now it's such a pain to go find someone's channel. People are never going to get subs, from live streams anyway, because it's like you have to go out of your way to find their channel. Sometimes I can't even find it when I type in the exact thing because
because they won't put what you type in up the top. They'll put whoever they want you to look.
Right. Well, why don't you watch these? Because we get a lot of ad revenue from these videos. The person you're looking for doesn't make us any money.
Yeah, like they'll sit there, you like type in Bam Bricks, and then the cop out like M&R Productions, Jane Bricks,
right?
Bricks are.
Yeah, it's definitely not. They don't care about us. I'll tell you that. But that's Bama, only one video on your page, question mark.
Yes, Willie. I do only have one video at the time.
No, there's a whole bunch of videos.
I did one video, and then I ended up taking the roller coaster apart because I redid a lot of the stuff. I actually went through and made sure because it wasn't level at some points because I was off by a plate somewhere, like one or two plates somewhere. So it wasn't right. So I just took the whole thing apart and rebuilt it. And so I haven't put a new video on yet.
I have to go to the bathroom. Are you going to be okay with Willie alone?
I think I'll be okay.
And Doc says, woot woot.
But yeah, so yes, Willie, I will be doing another video pretty soon because I've just recently got it motorized again, and it's actually working pretty well. Still have to decide. I might end up having to take it about another foot longer. But I'm gonna try to run it for a couple hours and see how it works and see if I need to make any changes. Yeah, I still got a lot of learning to do on it. I mean, it was my first video, so I had no idea what I was doing. I just started filming, throw it on there, and see how it did. But yeah, I picked up a couple of the train regulator motors to operate it to where I can plug it in rather than having to use battery packs or have to use aftermarket parts to be able to plug it in where I'm not using batteries because for Alabama, Brick Fair, Alabama, I had battery packs and I went through 32 batteries across the 2 days. And Sunday, because it got to where it was jumping tracks so much by come Sunday that I didn't even run it but about half the day on Sunday because I got tired of just having to keep correcting it. And it just it used up a lot of batteries. Sing or something. Sorry, I'm terrible at singing. Winterbrick, you can come on in, and I'll be more. You can sing all you want. We'll just sit here and listen. So, Willie, what kind of stuff did the guys build on in your lug? I don't know if I. See. Yeah, the coaster was a lot of work at the show. Like I said, I'm gonna try to run it for multiple hours and see if I can have it go without very many issues to where it'll just work by itself.
Who the hell are you talking to? There's no one. Just kidding. Sing or something. What? Oh, I give you
I
tips.
told Winterbreaker to come on in here. If she wanted to sing, I told her to come on in.
Was she giving you tips on how to stream by yourself?
I guess so.
That's funny. I never seen her stream by herself. The internet.
But I will be right back myself.
Yeah, go ahead. Coasters or any moving things are a lot of work at shows. Yeah, because you got to keep it running. I sent you some Instagram pics of the carnival that one of the guys in my lug built. He's got a coaster, a tower drop, bumper cars, whack-a-mole booth. That's awesome. I got a whack-a-mole booth. Watch this. Fancy. Still streaming, yeah. You guys are invited to come on the stream. Haley and Hoosier, if you're still there. Deep Thoughts with Chop, yeah. Imagination is my survival skill, says Winterbricker. Well, one of them. Exactly. With the world how it is, why? I've probably been to 50 or more commencement ceremonies, LOL. Yeah, we are having online, but it isn't really real. It isn't really real. Yeah, okay, just catching up on the chat. Oh, there's new comments in the chat. Yes, dead air. It's okay to have dead air on streams. Plus, I don't think Bama. um, has been streaming long enough to. He didn't have to do nothing while I was gone. He could have just sat there and stared at the screen. I don't care.
I talked to the chat.
Well, no, that's what I would do. That's what
Yeah.
I do. I used to stream by myself all the time. That way you just do whatever you want. Doesn't have to. I just talk to the chat, but there's not a lot of people here because of what time it is. I don't know. Maybe
yeah.
someone else is streaming right now. I could give two craps less. We got Willie here. That's all that matters to me.
Oh yeah.
We got
Willie and Winterbreaker. The W's. Yeah.
Huh? What?
I said we got Willie and Winterbreaker, the W's.
Yeah. They won't join.
Yeah, so you got the B's on the panel, and they got the W's in the chat.
You got the double B, double W. Well, we got 4 watching, so that's good. That's a record. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, streaming basically right now. I mean, the whole purpose of this is because I don't want to go to bed. You said you didn't have nothing to listen to, and
Yeah, I didn't want to go to bed. I'd rather just hang out for a little bit before I'm ready to go to bed.
Right. Yeah, I don't have interaction with anyone but coworkers, which isn't always that fun, and the 2 people that I'm stuck in the house with. So it's like I gotta talk to someone else, or I'm gonna like lose it. Something.
So I work from home naturally. Before all this happened, I worked from home. But my son was so involved in stuff that after I was done work, I mean, I was leaving to go do something, whether it be Boy Scouts, and then we had soccer, basketball, bowling. I mean,
that's a lot of social interaction for someone who works at home.
Yeah. So I'd get out. I mean, I just socialize with all the parents, and then the school that my son went to, the people that I graduated with, their kids are the same age. So it's like when I go to the school, it's like a high school reunion.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because you went to school with all the parents of the other kids.
Yeah. I mean, and so it's like when he has an event at the school, I'm going to see at least 20 people that I graduated school with.
That's cool.
So it's like a mini high school reunion every event that we go there. So
so it's not even like you don't even have to get to know strangers. Like at my daughter's school, my youngest, I don't know any of them except for because their parents are kids in my daughter's class. But if you know them already, that's got to be so easy.
Oh yeah.
Like just walk in, it's like you're at home. There's no awkward like, okay, gotta break the ice with these weirdos. It's like I know these weirdos. I went to school.
I grew up with these weirdos are me.
Yeah, these are my weirdos. I know that. Yeah, that's crazy. Like my daughter's in karate, so I know that she's been in it since she was 7. She's 12 now. So a lot of those parents I've seen for the last how many years. So
yeah,
you do that stuff, but generally I don't talk to them too much. But
good morning,
Takeshi Nakagawa. Great, a live stream for breakfast. Cool, everyone. So if you haven't seen his channel, if this is who I think it is. Yeah, this is who I think it is. How can I copy and paste this thing? I want to put his link in the Okay. Yeah, this is who I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Sembo.
Yeah, when I told you when Hoosier was closing down, I said, "Butchow, go ahead, let's move the party to your channel." I was thinking you was going to say, "No, I'm about to go to bed."
No. Oh, hell no. I wanted to stay up and party. Like, I remember before this Minecraft pandemic,
Mhm.
they would stay up and hang out all night. But sometimes
Yeah.
we'd be up till like 2 a.m. What, even not live, but private chat, stuff like that. But
Oh
now
yeah.
they craft. They probably stay up till 2, 3, 4 in the morning playing Minecraft, which I guess
I've never
like
got into Minecraft.
it gives them something to do while they're staying up. I guess
Yeah.
they're taking a break from building and stuff, which I get. That's cool.
The only game that I've ever gotten into was World of Warcraft.
I never played that one. I I'll share some coffee with you guys. I still have coffee that I made before I started, or before Hoosier stream that I didn't finish. Well, I've reached my limit. I'm returning. Good night. Minecraft.
Good night, Willie.
Good night,
Appreciate
Willie.
you hanging out with us.
That's his channel. Now, what was the reason?
No, I see. I just subscribed to.
I don't know that I guess I'm not subscribed to him. How do you know me, Takeshi? How the hell does he know me? I feel like I've seen him somewhere. I just subscribed. He's only got 15 subs. But unless it was another Jeff.
Buddy found you by your the Deadliest Lego stream.
Oh, yeah. That's the name of the stream. This is pretty deadly. I mean,
yeah, you got some clickbait.
I don't know how many fatalities we've had, but I'm sure people have died during this stream. Oh! That's why I know.
I will. I'll let you know.
The Germans. Oh, how many people died while we were streaming? I'm sure people all over the world died.
Yeah, I'm sure there have been, but now Willie told me to let him know if I had any questions on the car.
Oh, I thought you had a death count. I thought you had a kill count. Sorry. We got a little. I need a little ticker on the bottom of the screen that goes up every time.
Death clock.
Yeah, 1, 2. But I know Takeshi from the Germans. Like for a while, I was hanging out with the German Lego, German Lego YouTubers for a while, and that's where I know you from. All right, cool. Nice to see you, Takeshi. I just subbed. I thought I was subbed to you, but
Germany is on my bucket list for European countries. So that's the one place I want to go.
I'd love to go to Germany.
Oh, it's like, well, see, I do insurance, and so I used to do like home and auto insurance, and here in Alabama, there's a small cluster of people that are from Germany.
Yeah, like straight up.
And I insured like all of them because I mean, majority of them know each other. So I had like a huge area, and I'd sit there when I meet with them, talk all the time because most of them go back to Germany. They have a house in Germany, and they have a house here. So they'll go back and they'll stay 1 or 2, 3 months in Germany and then come back. Wow. But just listen
I'll tell you, if I lived in Germany, I wouldn't come back to America ever again.
I'm not sure, but
I'd love to live in Germany.
Yeah. But yeah, that's one place that I would absolutely love to go visit.
All right. Yeah, it's definitely like countries that it's one of the countries I have a lot of stuff in common with. The culture, like even if it's not like the mainstream German culture, I listen to a lot of bands. I listen to a lot of music from that country.
Yeah.
Also, that country, they're huge into Lego. They're right below Denmark. Like, they're right over there. So,
yeah.
Plus, it just seems like I love their accent. I love their language. Like, I love when they sound like they're yelling. The guttural tones of German language. The German tribe is a cool thing. Like they, when they were just the Germanic tribe, it's like they've been pretty hardcore throughout history. And I don't know. I'd like to go to Germany.
Yeah.
I'd like
Me
to
too.
live in Europe if I could. I mean, people think I hate America. I don't hate it. Definitely, it's not that bad of a place to live, but I'd like to live in a completely different culture from this. Just because, you know what I mean? Like, I understand American culture. I get it. I want to try. I want to, before I die, and experience, like, I've only been to like 5 states in the United States. I'd love to leave.
Really?
The country.
Man. Yeah, I traveled to more than 5 states last February for work.
Dang.
Let's see. I
Oh, and
started off.
went to Berlin.
Let's see. I went to Chicago for training. I went to Denver and worked in Denver for a week. I went to Guam, Hawaii, and Las Vegas and worked.
Wow.
And that was across 4 weeks.
I need to get into the insurance racket.
That's that's the first time I've ever traveled that far, and that's probably I don't see it happening very much, especially after all this stuff.
Yeah.
I have been to some pretty cool places. Like there's a space center in Mississippi where they test the rockets for space shuttles,
Yeah.
and I had to go there for an enrollment, and I actually got to see one of the rockets test fire while I was there. So that was pretty awesome.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't say I haven't. I guess I've been to more than 5 states, but probably 5 that I've spent any substantial time in. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
It's like, but I mean, anywhere I've gone, I've been to like New Mexico, as far away from, obviously the surrounding of Wisconsin is pretty. It's like Wisconsin, but I've been to New Mexico, Florida, Washington D.C., Pennsylvania, but it's all pretty much the same.
yeah.
Just different climate. You know what I mean? It's
Oh, yeah.
it's not like you're like in a different state. You're like a whole new world. You're like, oh, it's America with different weather. That's all. That's all it really. That's all it really is to me.
Yeah.
It's not that.
Now Guam is a U.S. territory, but that was like another country. Now I've been to Mexico.
Sure. Yeah,
And-
Guam that's
because Guam gets a lot of Asian.
an island over. Yeah.
So yeah, Guam that was like visiting another country.
I'm sure. Yeah, it's what did Tiki? Oh, that's why my family in DFW area, Texas, said also.
Dallas Fort Worth.
Hope they come to visit us after this pandemic thing soon. Oh, they said they love going to Germany. I don't know if that's what. But
I think so.
went to Berlin in 2017 and loved it. Yeah. I really I don't even care where I just like to go to a different country before I die, because we live in such a like small bubble. Like a lot of people spend their whole lives without really going anywhere.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like they die in the same place they were born, and they love Germany. Yeah, Germany's cool, man. I mean, from what I've seen of it, it's very Europe-y. I like that. Like I like how the whole country is like smaller than some of our states. That's cool. It seems like I don't know, a lot of rich history, and like all those countries over there have been around for so much longer than America has been a country. Like we're the youngest country. I mean, it's always been here, but as far as being like not Native American, after the Native Americans were killed off, it's like we don't have. It's not that rich with culture here. Like over there, they have like history and stuff. I'm sure it's neat to see. Astute. Astute. Winterbricker, what's astute? I know the word, but what he's saying is astute. But the amazing thing about Berlin was how modern it was, since so much was destroyed during the wars. Well, yeah, and that's the thing is, because of the rich history, you have like old historic buildings right next to modern, like just built stuff in all different eras of that country. You know, like it got bombed to hell during World War II, but it didn't destroy everything. So you have like these like historically old buildings, and then you have like newer. It's got to be cool. Very European, nice adjective though. Nah, you got history. Yeah, I'm not into American history. Our country's founded on genocide. That's the first thing we did was come over and almost extinguish an entire race. I don't think that's cool. Not to get too deep with that, but I mean, really, our history is not that interesting in America. I mean, it is because it's a young country, but really, there's just as much like negative history as there is in any other country. So, but yeah, your musings are astute. Oh, thank you. Thank you for nursing my astute musings. It's like she's very proper. Winterberger, why don't you come in here and banter with me? You don't have to be on camera. We won't look at you.
Yeah, you can leave the camera off and just talk.
Carl's probably sleeping, so she probably doesn't know how to get in.
Yeah, I told Carl he needed to come on.
Bite me, she said.
Yeah, about an hour ago, he said he was going to. He's off to bed with his wife. So.
Oh, cool! That's so lame. You know how many people do that every night? There's tons of people who go to bed with their partner every night. They go to sleep.
Just following suit. Just
so late.
Yeah.
So yesterday, man.
Just like the sheep.
Bite me. I know how. She would bite me. Okay, I'll bite you. Come in here. Get in here. I'll bite you. Yeah. I don't know, man. I got to fill this 72-hour stream schedule up. If you know any weirdos, we got some time slots open. Maybe I got to talk to the Germans again. Takeshi.
Now, I'll be more than happy to jump in and join with other people.
Right.
But,
I understand. I'm not asking you to host nothing. I'm just saying, I think last year at this time, I had a lot more of the schedule done than I have right now. But last year, we were talking about it quite a bit already, whereas I haven't been live streaming this year, and I haven't even been talking about it when I'm on a live stream. So it's on me because I haven't even brought it up. So,
yeah.
But the thing is, I don't go. The thing with scheduling it is, it's not my job to recruit people. I remind them it's coming up and that there's slots, but they have to come to me. It's not like there's not by invitation. Like 2 years ago, we set it up. Or it was all set up, and people were like, I didn't get asked. And it's like, no one got asked. We put it out there, and then it's an open invitation.
Yeah.
If you don't take advantage of it, don't cry that you weren't asked, because it's not like you're cordially invited. It's like, we're doing this thing. If you want a time slot, say something or shut up, you know?
Yeah. So is that Winterbreaker, so you'd like to join? So you need the link to join? Is that what you're wanting?
Okay. Oh, okay. I'll write you an email. Are you talking to her or us? Oops. In July, fool.
Well, there's only like, 4 people in the chat? So that'll be good practice.
Wait, you want to host a stream in July, or you just want to be a guest? Jolene.
What time slot do you want to be jotted down for?
Yeah. You want 8 hours, Jolene? I'm gonna put it on.
How long did Reed give you a time frame?
Yeah, Reed is just going till midnight.
Okay.
So it's
So he was just like, oh, whatever, just put me down for something. You were like, I can put you down till 8 a.m.
the first year Reed was on, he took, I think the max, whatever the max hours with Google Hangouts on air is how we used to stream, because it was like it went right with YouTube, like because Google owns YouTube, until Google got rid of it because they didn't want people streaming anymore with Google Hangouts on air, so they took it away and make it hard to stream. But anyway, I think there was a limit on how long you could stream for, and Reed took the full, I think it's 8 hours, took an 8 hour chunk the first year. And he took an 8 hour chunk from like 11 in the morning, no, like probably midnight till like 8 in the morning or something. It was something stupid, like 10 to whatever it would equal out to, like the worst hours for Americans, like
10 to 6.
Yeah, something like that. It was graveyard shift, and we had a great time. Nick from the Brickhead family actually made a video of that live stream because it was me, Hoosier, and Reed, and then Brick Life Crisis, and we were sitting around like he spliced it in with the scene from Jaws where they're all on the boat and they're showing scars. They're comparing scars. We were doing that with polybags. Like we were getting out our Lego polybag collection and talking about which ones we had in like 2 in the morning, like like exhausted. We're talking polybags. And so Nick from the Brickhead family spliced in the footage from Jaws where they're out like showing their scars from getting like bit by sharks and stuff like that. Yeah. It was hilarious. It was so funny. And so it was called the Polybag Wars. And then we had a Polybag Wars 2, but that was more planned, so it wasn't as like accidental. But anyway, that was great fun. A lot of crazy stuff happens during the 70. It has the last 2 years. The 72-hour stream's been nuts. I stay up for the whole time, almost.
Yeah, Winterbreaker said guest, please. Does that mean guest? You want to go ahead and join?
I think a guest, please, on
July.
In July? Yeah, it's easy to say that now. She's like, that's far away. They'll have forgotten about it by then.
Yeah, I'd like to be a guest next week.
Wait, so Takeshi to you butt shop for a live stream. For now again for the 72-hour or for right now, Takeshi? Like, there's 2 different live streams. There's one that's actually happening, and there's one that's in the future. I need to know what everyone's referencing. Because either one of you can be a guest on the 72-hour live stream. You just have to find someone who's hosting that you can join. Most people. Oh, for my upcoming. Oh, send you a link for right now. Okay, what? It's so confusing, right? Are you?
Yeah, the Winterbreaker wants a link.
I know. So I just found out. I'm going.
Now, do you have a lot of polybags, or you just haven't opened?
I did. I don't have as many.
I've got like a half of a tote that I haven't, the polybags that I just haven't opened.
From how, like what years? Like current, like basically new ones, or
within the last, I guess, 4 years, 3 years.
Ooh, we need to do polybag wars. I wonder if there's anything I need to trade you.
That'd be possible. You mean go get some?
Huh?
You mean go get some of them?
Yeah, let's see. Hold on, I gotta find Jolene out here. Yeah, you can go. I'll get mine. Why is them Lego still up after he told me he was sleepy? Oh, now he doesn't like where I scheduled him. It's always by Central Time, M Lego. You little poopy butt. M Lego. I thought Winterberger and I had private All right, here. Here we go. I sent it to Instagram, Jolene. And the upcoming stream, you want to be a guest? Okay, that's cool. Takeshi, my email is. That's my email, Takeshi. I'm wondering though if I probably don't have too many left that you would even be interested in Bound Bricks.
Now, you're a Ninjago fan. I've got this.
Oh yeah, that's the one I got from Toys R Us. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a 4-pack like that. There's one exactly like that, except it has 2 more figures. No, it's exactly like the first one, but it just
Okay.
has more figures. I have that one, the one you just held up.
Let's see. And then I've got the, of course, I've got some sewer babies.
Oh yeah, I got some of those for my Christmas, my AFL Christmas gift. Or
Well, I
Secret
did
Santa.
pick up this set. When I went to Chicago, I picked up this from the Discovery.
Yeah, I saw that when I was in Philly. That was at the Discovery Center for last year at Philly.
Yeah. All right. So let's see here. Here's some poly bags.
Hold on, let me get
So
mine.
I got the 380 Ninjago.
Oh, that's old, dude. Why do you have that? You said it within the last couple of years.
I don't remember how I got it. I managed to pick up stuff. And I've got the,
Oh yeah, I have that one.
are you? No, if you're interested in this one, I mean, I'll be more than happy to trade. I'm not really a Ninjago fan.
What? Oops, sorry. Well, what? So you buy all these poly bags. Are you actually interested in them for opening and building, or using, or do you just buy them just because they're there? Like I don't know what.
Okay, so I've got this one
Yeah,
because I like the little baby dinosaurs.
yeah.
I got these for that.
I bought 20 of those.
Can't remember. This Ninjago, I cannot remember why I got it, how I got it. I might have gotten it for free
Oh,
as a gift or something. I can't remember. I do have the illustrious Slave One poly bags.
oh yeah, I have that.
I got like
Julian gave me one from
Brick Fair.
Alabama.
I've got about 10 of them. My son liked to play the bingo, and he won a few of them playing bingo. So we got a bunch of those.
I heard that you didn't do the convention right if you didn't get one.
I've got this Star Wars set.
You should see about selling that one.
Really?
Some of the Star Wars polybags that are retired are worth a lot.
Oh well.
I would check into that one. I don't want it, but
Yeah. I got the First Order TIE Fighters.
yeah, that one's probably not worth anything. I have that one. But that one that's from the old,
Yeah.
the one that's from what?
And now I've got a bunch of the Harry Potters.
Oh yeah, I
'Cause I
parted a bunch.
I wanted that Al.
Yeah, I parted some of those out. I think I have some of those sealed.
And let me see here. I got to dig through the Slave ones that I have.
Like, I don't know if you like creators.
Then I got a couple of the Lego Movie 2s,
I got that one.
and then the Big Eye.
I got that one. I think I got all the Lego movies too.
Then I've got a couple of these.
Ooh, yeah, I have one of those. Jolene wants that one.
Yeah. I think I've got 3 of those.
Jolene, put Jolene down for one of those.
No, that's okay. Okay, I'm only doing this because you aren't understanding me in chat.
What?
Well, welcome. We're glad you came.
Well, hi, Winter Breaker. Welcome to the stream. This is the Deadliest Lego stream.
And I've got the
Thank
space.
you, gentlemen.
It's good to hear your voice.
Yes.
You just come to Polybag Wars 3.
I've got a few of the cities. Got like the race car.
Okay, yeah.
Got a couple of those. Police officer on the boat.
Oh, that's an older one. That one is an older one. That's like a 2014 or 13.
Yeah. Then I've got the
Maybe older.
Milano spaceship.
Oh, yeah. I bought a bunch of those and just opened it for the park.
And I've still got the surfer van guy
What? Where's that from?
from the Lego store.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I didn't get that one. That's a weird one.
I got this one. It's it's like a micro build, a little helicopter.
Oh, that's cool. That's older. That's old school.
Oh, I got some more Ninjago. I've got a couple of these.
Okay, I have that one. That one's kind of hard to find.
I've got this one.
Okay, I got that.
You got this one?
Yeah.
I've got,
I'm usually grabbing in. Oh, yeah, I got that. I used to have a bunch of those.
and then I got the Ninjago movie one.
Oh, yeah, I got that.
I've got a few of these.
Oh, I had one of those. I sold him. That one might be worth something too, but whenever you have Star Wars stuff, if you don't care about it, if it's retired, it could be. It could probably trade it to sell it for other stuff. Oh, that one's cool.
Yeah, I like this one. I love the Christmas sets.
Yeah, what year is that from?
Um,
You got that one, Joey?
I don't have them, no. That's okay, though.
No, let's get her all the poly. I'm gonna send her every poly bag.
2011.
Oh, that's why I was in my dark ages. Okay, so you probably got this Santa. I got thousands of the trains.
I have two of
Ooh,
those.
I like that train.
You don't have this?
I don't have
I
that
have
one.
two of those.
We got thousands. I'll send you thousands of those, man. We got this one.
Nope.
Well, okay. This is the newest one.
I don't have that one either.
What? I thought you said you liked Christmas sets.
Oh, I do. I just haven't. This Christmas, it was a matter of like what I was going to buy, and we ended up buying the EV3, and so that used up a lot of my Lego funds.
Oh. Do you like superheroes? I don't know.
No,
That's not
but
bad.
I've got the chicken. Hey, Hope Castle's in the chat.
Pelican? Oh,
Let's
it's here?
see. Are you talking about this van?
Oh, it looks like Reed. Polybag Wars 3. Yeah, it is Polybag Wars 3, Reed. Did you like wake up from a dead sleep? Like you knew Poly? Because
He sensed that we were going through polybags.
Reed, he did. Reed is from the first two Polybag Wars. And you need an invite for Polybag Wars, Reed? He'll go on for hours about Polybag.
Hey, bring him on in here.
Who has Reed to go in?
What?
Come on in, Reed.
Yep.
Come on, Reed, Polybag with us.
Yeah. The water's fine.
I think that's all I got that you would. I got this one, which is kind of a rare.
And then, I guess I think this is the poly bag that they were the VIP, like you could use your points for. This was the free gift with the 3 droids.
Dude, that's worth a lot of money right there, bro.
Really?
Yeah, there's people who want that because you had to buy normally you had to buy the boost like $200 set.
Yeah. Well, Reed, come on in. You can still come in and talk.
Those Star Wars nerds will buy that thing off you, Bama, for. I always like seeing Star Wars nerds overpay for stuff. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, man, I might have to look at selling this one then.
Sell everything. We're clearancing everything. Bargain basement prices marked up 3 times the regular value.
I've got this Star Wars.
Kylo Ren shuttle. I got both versions. There's a black and a gray. All my poly bags are in storage.
And then I've got the hot dog stand.
Oh yeah. Wiener Town.
Yeah, I'll see it like a lot of the Christmas ones. It's like a lot of times I miss out just because I don't know. I guess I don't keep up with when it comes out.
Yeah, I go in the holiday section in the Target has like and Meyer and the other stores, they have like their stocking stuffers, and I go in there and I'm like, "Where's the poly bags?" And they're like, "We haven't put them out yet." I'm like, "Get them out." So I just put it in the chat so anyone in the world could just come in here. Ha.
But yeah, I guess I need to sell that.
Yeah, I don't know. You look it up. I'm just saying some of the Star Wars ones are worth.
Let me see what it's
worth a Google.
What's on Bricklink for right now.
This one is a dog peeing on a fire hydrant.
I have that.
You have this one? I like this one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Instagram, you would have seen that.
Huh?
Yeah, it's the boost. It was the boost droids. That's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah.
Oh wow, like $50 is the cheapest.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, Castle. It's Reed. Look at him.
Hey, Reed.
What are you doing, Reed? Up at this time? Do you know Polybag Wars with?
Not me. No, like I said, I installed that new Windows 10 on the computer, which I'm on now, and I have not been able to get a game to run for the last 3 or 4 hours. I don't know.
Wait, how does this relate to Polybags?
How did I know? I don't know. I'm going to mess around on YouTube because there's nothing else on. I got one Polybag here.
Oh, I'll trade you.
I like that one.
Who does?
That's pretty cool.
He's been in space. He's been in space since '78. So
I don't think there's a person in the room who doesn't like that one. If there is, they can leave.
Yeah.
This is from 2010.
Is that one of the ones where they're stuck on the magnet, or where you can take them off?
Nope. No, you can feel the pieces in here.
Yeah, well, those are the best ones where you can still just have a minifig.
I'm pretty sure that's the only Polybag I have here.
That's okay. We're not actually we're not flexing. Me and Bama were seeing if we wanted to trade.
Yeah.
We're not trying to be like, I got this one. It's one of one, limited edition.
Limited edition.
I made it myself. No, but I think Bama, you'd get a kick out of that.
Hi, Takeshi. You have a good one. Thank you for stopping by.
My son wants for some Duplo time. Oh yeah, go Duplo, man. Go Duplo. I was telling Bama about the video Nick made from the first Polybag Wars and how good it was.
Yeah, so I had to go buy a new hard drive today. So.
Oh no, Jolene left too. She's like, I'm out. I guess we should have made her talk. We should have grilled her. Why didn't we grill her when we had her in here?
He's trying to be.
You're not supposed to eat. Hey, Butt Chop, you're not supposed to eat people. You know that, right?
Afweederzijn.
So if you grill her, that's not very good. Yeah.
No, like, where were you? Blah blah blah. What time did you start watching the stream?
No, I should be in bed, but I'm not yet.
I'm sure we should too, but
Oh, I'm supposed to be in bed hours ago.
okay. So
Yeah,
Reed,
I've been on that high tech computer kick all day. I found I found the stuff I need to put all my receipts on. These nice Pro Gold CDRs, probably older than dirt. But I thought it was quite humorous that it said it was like 20 genuine 24 karat gold reflective layer. I'm like, wow, really?
You're balling, dude.
Yeah, it says it'll last 300 years. Well, that's good because I don't think I'll be here for 300 years. But
You know what? That's good because 300 years from now, I'm gonna come back and want to look at my old discs that I burned.
I'm gonna want to make sure my Lego collection will last 300 years, even though I won't be here. The collection will last in media for 300 years.
Yeah.
Like, I could have had that set. I need to go back in time 300 years. I could have had it.
Well, I was hoping we'd be cryogenically frozen and then woken up 300 years later to see the stuff.
I just want to last 300 years. Can I just be like the Bionic Man? Can they just?
Why do you want to last that long? That would be horrible.
I don't know. Maybe we'll see better things. That, or I'll get to see the destruction of Earth. Maybe I'll
That's
get.
Gonna happen next year, bro. Don't worry. I got a front row seat for you.
I haven't built my Lego spaceship to escape the planet yet.
Start clicking bricks.
So Reed, we were so Butt Chop was in Hoosier stream.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm getting ready to go to bed. And it's like, okay, so party's moving over to Butt Chop's channel. And Butt Chop was like, hey, you want to come on? There we are.
And then Hoosier comes in and goes, Hoosier and Haley, you still streaming? We're Minecraft. And I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Dang, we've already been streaming for 2 hours.
That ain't nothing.
Obviously, you guys went later than the trolls are used to, so that they're not hanging out. I don't know what.
We didn't have any trolls tonight.
I don't know what. I don't know who I keep picking on, but somebody hits about the 3.5 hour mark. Just then everybody's like, "Hey, it went off." I'm like, "What do you mean it went off?" And so then I've got to, deal with YouTube. It's funny is it's just I think they said explanation for to appeal, and I go weekly show. I mean, how can a weekly show get taken down? It's just like I think I might be moving. I think I'm gonna look at Twitch. I think I'm gonna look at that and see.
Did you
Zoom?
What happened to your stream Friday night?
Just I had a full room and it just got knocked off. Just
because trolls are reporting. They're reporting stuff to get it turned off. To have YouTube turn stuff off.
What happens is if I normally do 6, now I'm doing 3. I mean, but the funny thing is it's not knocking it off later. It's knocking it off right then and there.
Yeah.
So that sucks. It wouldn't be so bad if they let it go and then knocked it off. But they're killing a live stream, which is like ludicrous. It's a weekly show. I've done it for 100 episodes, 2 years. I mean, suddenly somebody's offended 2 years in. I'm like,
no, I don't take it personal, Reed.
No, but it's
not weird. Personal. I bet it's not. There's these trolls, whether they know us from the community or they're just like randomly coming to stuff. A lot of them are just coming to streams because they got nothing better to do. They don't know the people there. Some of them are personal attacks. Like in Hoosiers, we had a fake BFAB. We had a fake Dave from Scott's Toys. Like those are people that know us and know about the people that they're pretending to be, and they're trolling like maliciously. And then some of them are just coming in, like Nick had one, and the guy just probably goes to random live streams and just starts messing with people because he started saying the N-word over and over.
Yeah,
and he was just there to make
one of those things where maybe I'll just look at that stuff. I mean, obviously it's it's not like life or death that I need to stay on YouTube. I mean, if Zoom doesn't work and I always have people in the green room, I need to find some place where I can stream, where I know I can have a full, I have as many people as I want. Facebook is one of them. I mean, that's why I created the different groups so I don't have to make my profile public. I don't really want to do that, but I mean, I could if I had to. But I mean, it's one of the things I got to figure out how to make Zoom work, because Zoom's been kind of on the fritz lately. It used to be just plug and play, quick, a click of the mouse, and it's not like that anymore. So I don't know what happened when the pandemic hit, but Zoom just went super crazy, and it just doesn't work.
Zoom's getting
We went
used.
from like a million people using it to 5 million.
Yeah, Zoom is getting used by so many people every minute of every day since this thing happened. Like it's getting.
Well, I looked at the Google Meet, the new thing that they got probably that replaced the Hangouts. But I mean, that one says you can do stuff too. And I mean, I haven't figured it out yet. That one,
Google
I mean,
Meet.
Look at Microsoft Teams.
Yeah, Microsoft Teams. I don't think Google Meet.
We actually switched from Skype to Microsoft Teams for work.
yeah, I don't know. I just stumbled on the Google, so I looked at it.
I don't think Google Meets is used for live streaming. I think it's like Skype. It's for like private calls.
Well, I mean, you know what it is. I think it's the Google Hangouts. It's their replacement for that. Their air replacement for Google Hangouts. But the problem is, I've been putzing with it, and it says I should be able to do it, and I click the right boxes and stuff, and it won't do it. So I don't know what's going on. But I mean, it's one of those things where I'm gonna probably go in and pull all my credit card information, so that when it is no longer free, I don't have to be paying. So
good night, Kim. Kim's going to bed, and Talk is going to bed.
Night and Talk. But it's one of those things that's the thing is I'm just playing with different ones. That's why I have StreamYard and Zoom, but I'd like to get rid of one. I don't want to have them both. So.
But like, I don't think Google wants to have a streaming system that's compatible with YouTube. That's why they got rid of Hangouts on air, because Google Hangouts is still a thing. I use Google Hangouts
on air. Well, that or they figured, maybe they, once Zoom was prevalent, maybe they were trying to maybe compete. Everybody realizes maybe it's better to have more than less. I mean, I don't mind 6, but I mean, some of our streams, we've got people always sitting in the green rooms. So why have people wait when you can actually have them in the room?
YouTube doesn't want us to be able to easily stream. YouTube doesn't want that. So the thing is, Hangouts is still here. I use it all the time to hang out with people, video chat with people.
I can go somewhere else. I can go to Facebook. I can go to Twitch. I don't have to be on YouTube.
Yeah, I would say probably
not the greatest thing anyway. So,
But Twitch is designed for you to hang out.
But I don't know how to do like streams with lots of people on Twitch. Usually,
I haven't.
Twitch streamers are usually like one guy.
I haven't looked at it.
I don't know if Zoom works with Twitch or not.
I don't know either.
Well, the thing is, though, Zoom has like Facebook or YouTube, but it also has this custom live streaming, and that's what I had to be using lately to get that Zoom to work a couple times. But then it's got that 10-second delay, and so it's like I'm talking here, and then you'll see it 10 seconds later on YouTube. So I'll go hi, and then 10 seconds later on YouTube, you're like hi, So it's like there's some kind of delay, but that's how I had to get Zoom to work that one time 2 or 3 weeks ago. But last week, and not this week, but this last week, I tried everything. I mean, that's why it was like 20, 30 minutes after 7 o'clock when I finally was able to get StreamYard up, because Zoom just didn't want to work. It just it sucked. And so, I mean, I'll look at Twitch a little bit and see, because that's where some of the guys are. And so
Twitch is, I guess, complicated. I don't know.
I don't want a lot of gaming stuff, and that's why I was thinking that's when I got my bug tonight to go game. I tried loading a couple games. I tried using Steam, and a couple of the games on Steam that worked literally this last week, but as soon as the hard drive killed on Friday, I reloaded it. Now it doesn't work. And so, I mean, it's just, I'm not a fan of Windows 10. I mean, I was one of those guys that as new operating systems came out, I would wait a year or two to get it, just because they're just so buggy. That was one of my friends said that. He says, just don't get them right away because they're buggy. And then, of course, they force us into Windows 10. And I'm like, it sucks. I'm a gamer.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm still on Windows 7.
Well, Windows 7, you're not supposed to be on the internet because Windows 7 is no longer supported through Microsoft. So, I mean, I've got it too. I had it.
That's what I'm on. So
I recently just switched to Windows 10. I don't like it compared to Windows 7, but I was like, it was basically like my computer would barely work with Windows 7 anymore, because they weren't updating, they weren't, doing stuff
Come on.
for it.
I mean, if you do banking and all that stuff online, I mean, basically all I need to do is leave 10 on the laptop and put 7 back on the desktop. Just don't do anything. Just do games and whatnot in the basic
yeah.
stuff. Don't do any banking. Do all my banking on the laptop or
Yeah.
something. And then I don't have to deal with it. And then I don't care. And then it's one of those things where come into the hard drive and, do whatever you need to do. But I don't know. The 7 and all those work great. XP worked phenomenal when I had it decades ago. I mean, never had any issues with that. 7 was good. Went to 7 eventually. I mean, obviously there's 8 out there. I mean, I can see because since 8's still support, I can see what 8 is. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I got 10 to be compliant, but to me, it's like, yeah, I guess you can be using 7 still, but it's just not safe. And to me, it's one of those things where, Microsoft, I think they're trying to be in their best interest, but it'd be nice to just have, stuff last a little bit longer. That's why it's funny because Microsoft's been around for decades. What?
Yeah.
30, nobody. Huh?
A friend of mine, he's like a computer guru guy, and he told me, because I asked him when 7 first went out, I said, do I need to upgrade? And he said, no. He said, just keep using 7. There's nothing wrong with it. The only thing is you just don't get the updates.
Well, yeah. So you're gonna. I guess I could try using it again because I did update my Trend Micro. As long as I get something like that running, I guess I could try to use 7 and see how it works. But to me, it's more. Huh?
The only thing with 7 is, yeah, you can still use it, but eventually there'll be stuff that won't run on it because it was created after Windows 7 stopped getting, Microsoft stopped doing stuff for it. So if it was created, it won't work on there because it was created without Windows 7 in mind.
Yeah.
That's what eventually you'll just come to the point where stuff isn't compatible with it because it's such an old operating system, but it'll work for everything.
All I could say
everything that's been around since Windows 7 was a thing will still
most
work.
of my old games probably aren't even made for 7, so it's like most things where you're running compatibility issues for older stuff, anyways. But it's all things where to me it's frustrating. I'm surprised that no one has created some kind of operating system like that. Obviously, Linux is out there, but for 30 years, nobody's created, or actually almost 40 years, about 30 or 40, nobody's created another operating system to give Microsoft a run for the money or basically put them on their butt. It'd be great. I'd love it. Just something that would work good. Maybe you can get 10 years out of it instead of having to do something where you're upgrading every 5 or 7 or whatever.
Linux?
No, well, like the one guy said, Linux doesn't play games very well. So, I want something that's going to run games. So, I don't know. I might have. Well, that's why my XP machine got moisture out of my storage. So that one's pretty much. That one's messed up. The case. So, once the pandemic's over, I'm probably going to go look for some cases, some older cases like what I'm used to. This one here, the old Antec cases. I'll probably just build a couple machines. I got another motherboard back here that I bought to get the new CPU and the RAM. And I can hook it up, and that was the problem. I wasn't going to hook it up because then I gotta do everything because the BIOS and everything when the BIOS is different, and that's why I didn't do anything. But then yet Windows 10 just died, and so it's almost like my computer thing, dude. Just hook up the other board, have more RAM.
Your computer's probably not. It's not able to handle 10 or whatever.
Well, no, it should be fine. It's actually it's.
You're getting too techie for me, bro.
Well, that's why I picked up the new solid state drives. I picked up a couple of those guys. So and they're lighter than light. They're lighter than my phone. My phone weighs more than the hard drive does. And
I don't even have a cell phone.
Because the hard drives of the old hard drives weighed more than my phone. Now the new ones are lighter than a phone because it's just a piece of RAM. It's just a piece of memory. But so I don't know. So that's kind of what I've been fighting with all night. I kind of wanted to play games or something tonight. I ended up just basically watching YouTube and surfing the internet and whatnot. That's all kind of what I've been doing. Kind of bummed. Kind of missed. I wish I had known you guys were doing that earlier. I probably could have driven out to storage.
Well, we weren't really doing anything.
Yeah, this is just like popped up.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. To me, it's just I don't know.
It was nothing serious. We were just. He goes, I got a bunch of polybags.
And then my gaming fix tonight, I couldn't get it. I was kind of disappointed.
Yeah, I don't PC game, so I don't know.
I was playing a bunch of phone games because every time I was waiting for something to work, didn't work, and sat and waited. Yeah, so it's just been kind of one of those weird nights.
I'm like a grandpa when it comes to computer using. I don't do much.
Well, just like Kevin said, I mean, I joked because Richard, who owns Brickforge, Gladder, was talking about he wants to upgrade his computer too when the pandemic's over. But right now, because with all the plants closed all over the world, so, hey, I'll come down. I'll road trip down there and we can build a computer. And told Kevin that. He's like, yeah, well, why do I want to learn about computers? I says, hey, I mean, it never hurts to know. I mean, because if you build something, then all you need to do is upgrade small parts. I mean, it's nice to have to spend a whole new one, but
yeah.
Especially, I mean, but the problem is I've got that hard drive here, which might be the one that died. I don't know. And then I had a 2 gig here, a 2 terabyte hard drive in here, and I wiped one partition. That's what I mentioned earlier. I'm like, oh crap, what was on there? And then I went looking to save stuff when I actually reinstalled Windows 10 on a different drive, and I realized, oh crap, I think all my videos are gone. So like all the videos I had recorded for different things, I think are all gone unless I saved them somewhere else. And I was just like, okay, that makes up 100 gig. That's a pretty wipe. So yeah, I mean, that was the problem is I made the mistakes of not knowing which drive I thought I bought. And I was thinking it was the big one that went. I don't even know when I bought that, and it ended up being this one. And it was a nightmare. It's just been a bad weekend, just all around. Hard drive, computer stuff.
Technology sucks, dude.
Well,
we were talking about that earlier in my stream about technology.
Well, the hard drives, you just never know when they're going to go, and that's the thing is you want it, and that's why the CDR and the DVDs and stuff like that. I mean, I've got so many things. I've been collecting technology for years. I mean, I got
get an Atari 7800.
Well, I got a Commodore sitting somewhere in the 2600 somewhere. No, but we collected data back in the days because you used to burn them. So actually, I used to do this all the time. So my mom had the fancy Nito stuff. So I used to make my own like CDs and stuff. Soundtrack in the 80s.
Hey, it would take you millions of dollars to compile all these hits in one place, but we've got them all in this low cost 10-disc set.
And the software to do with this is older than old, probably in the days of the 486s, because we still have it. My mom's got the old burner and everything.
Dude, that's early 90s technology. I remember that.
These are all music CDs. I mean,
that's early 90s. Like, I can burn you a CD, man. It takes about 6 hours to burn it. And then
it's like I find every time I turn around, I find more CDs. I'm like, okay, does that have the good stuff on it, or does that got music? Oh, it's got music. Dang it! Where's all the good stuff?
Wait, music's good.
Music's okay, but I always look for the interesting photos of the past. Hey, I've been a wild man some parts of my life, and I've got samples of that hidden.
Stay tuned for Reed nudes. Stay tuned for real live nudes of Reed.
Well, the problem is that's the thing is I got so many IDE hard drives and stuff.
So many nudes.
Well, I'm hoping I can find the videos, a couple of videos I made a long time ago. All I have left is the still images, conveniently to be found. But I thought
this is like of you doing the dishes or something. Like.
No, this is a little bit. This is fun.
What kind of channel you think I'm running here? There's kids watching right now. Just kidding.
You got some bricks after dark.
If there's kids watching, we're gonna educate them about.
There's only one person watching, and if you guys have the chat open, it might be one of you.
Oh, it might be me. Did it just disappear?
Winterbricker might still be in the chat.
No, she said she's going. I'm right behind you. She probably went to.
Oh.
She might still be there.
But
there's one person watching, so if you have the chat open on YouTube.
It might be me. I just pulled it up. I don't know.
I just closed mine. So I mean, I had an old computer. I had some old computers, and a couple of them didn't make the full trip. I pulled some of the guts out of them when I left Denver, and so I've got a couple of hard drives that could have some stuff on them, but I don't know. And that's why I pulled out. I actually, when I bought those hard drives, I realized, the bracket that I'm supposed to mount those with isn't coming until next week. And I'm like, well, that sucks because that was the whole goal, was so I could mount them.
Reed, you made all my viewers. I had 76 people watching this before you came in. I had 76 people.
Hey, well, this is free techno hour. They should be enjoying this. You know? Technology at its finest.
Techno.
It doesn't work. It sucks. You know, you don't want technology. You know.
I don't want technology. I don't want your little compact discs.
Oh, it's like, man, you used to have like a suitcase you'd carry in the car with you with all your CDs in it.
Oh, I have a couple of those floating around.
It's like a carry-on luggage.
I used to have those. This is the small one. This is the one I hoped I only would need because it's got Diablo 2 and a few things in there, a few games and stuff.
There's not even music. You put that
in kids nowadays won't know the stress of your visor keep dropping down because you've had the weight of the CDs.
Yeah, because you got
worn out.
40 CDs stuck into a 10 CD holder on your visor.
This is the movie one. I got the small movie one. No, but the problem is I found all those music CDs recently within the last few days, and they're all scratched up beyond belief on the back. I need to get that CD fixer thing to fix all my CDs. Because that's the problem. A lot of them are all scratched because I did have in one of those big things for a while, and I took them out, and it's a mess. But I mean, the problem is over time, if you've had a computer with like a CD burner over the years, now DVD burners, whatever, I burn CDs left and right, music, whatever. Oh, I want to change my taste and whatever, and so, I mean, this CD actually was kind of cool. This CD actually was in a jukebox, and I bought it because it has one song I wanted on it, and it's scratched beyond belief.
Reed, you don't need that CD to have a song.
Hey, this is the best. This is the best movie right here. I got a pirated version of Beer Fest, but this one kind of freezes up once in a while because it's
He's trying Are you trying to piss me off?
Sure. What do I need to piss you off?
I love you, Reed.
I'll have Chester jump on and.
I feel like you're trying to make me mad right now. I'm just kidding.
I can just leave.
No, don't leave.
No.
That'll make you mad.
We've been streaming for just over 2.5 hours, and Butt Chop has gotten 4 plates put on his meals plate.
Shut up.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Well, that's because
what's he putting on a meals plate?
I was doing the whole thing gray, and I'm like, wait, I just need the outer side gray because this building is going to be in the center. I'm going to use the plates that are already on the building, so this can be any color in the middle.
Yeah. So what building are you putting in there? Like a tower.
It's a lighthouse. But I'm going to make it modular, and I'm going to...
Now, Reed, are you going to get the Fairground Haunted House?
I would like to. I still need to get the tree house, but the haunted house is really cool to try to do what everybody keeps laughing about, that they don't think it'll make it work, is making the elevator clear, putting some kind of battery operated light in the elevator, and then just operating it remotely and having it drop so that way you can see the light just kind of go down. Because I think everybody was worried that that it wouldn't work closed. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, I might pick it up. I mean, I'd like to.
Why wouldn't it work closed?
I don't know. Somebody just figured because there's a knob controlling it or something. I don't know. A lot of people don't look at the big picture. They're looking at the set, and they're not thinking, distance wise. I mean, hey, I could probably work it with like an S brick. I can use a motor and just make it work. And then the thing is that they're thinking, well, the elevator is just dropping. It's going to be lame. I said, well, that's why you put a light in it or put something in it, glow in the dark ghost or whatever. And that way when you drop it, it drops. If you could make the top come off real easily, you take your black light thing and you take the glow in the dark horse and you freaking get it all lit up. You stick it in there. So you got something glowing in the tower and then you drop it, So, I mean, you gotta play with the ideas and see. I mean, but it's a neat set. I mean, and I have the old haunted house from Monster Fighters. This one looks like it's pretty cool. I might try it. I mean, I like the video where they showed it, where they made it super tall. That was kind of cool. Where they had let's see how well it works at 15 stories tall, and that was kind of neat to watch. But I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff I'd love to have. It's just, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, if I keep selling Lego, I probably could. I mean, I keep getting people that are interested in some of the stuff on my Facebook, which reminds me, I need to edit it because someone asked me recently about it, and I couldn't edit on my phone. So, but
Oh, well, I'm thinking about it. I'd sent you an email, but I know you had mentioned before about like you had some torsos, a bunch of torsos that weren't very expensive. I can't remember when it was, but I'm just looking for some torsos for my sig fig.
Oh,
And,
didn't you say red?
I'm trying to remember what it was. I mean, there was one thing that,
torsos, right?
there was one thing where I had that. What am I thinking? I had the one that. Well, I told like what's his name. Brick Freak of the red and white, the red ones that I had.
Mhm.
But I mean, that's probably the one that I probably the most of. I mean, I'd have to look and see.
Oh, okay.
That was pretty much it. I don't remember. I mean, I don't know what else I have. I mean, I got stuff, but I mean, just like anything else, I don't know if I have lots of anything other than like the ice bears and some of the rogues and some of the weird CMFs. I mean, and that's why when I was talking last night, and you should be getting your thing here probably in the next few days. I mean, I sent it priority. You might even get it. You might even have. Did you get any today? Did you?
No.
Actually, I don't even know what happened to that thing. So, because I actually shipped them. I shipped them the other day, and so I think yours went out, and then Brick Omniac, which obviously not going to get his because he laid up. His went out. Yours went out. Sands went out, and then one other one went out. Haley just got me her address. I got to do that, and then like M Lego was talking. He wanted to see if I had some other torsos, so I was kind of thinking for that was what I was looking at. So I should have changed the amount on that. But I mean, somebody bought a couple of the Indiana Jones sets I had recently, and somebody had actually dealt with before, and so I mean, I'm not really working hard because I'm working, and so for me, it's one of those things where. To me, I didn't feel like I really needed to be the person just selling Lego when there's people out there that probably would like to try and sell Lego that maybe could actually need money that aren't getting money from work and stuff. So and it's just is that 88?
We'll send all your torsos to Alabama Bricks. Send all torsos.
Yeah, I'm just trying. I'm trying to come up with a torso to use for my sig fig.
I don't believe in sig figs. I don't know.
The other problem too that I had with every one of those addresses that I had for you guys,
they're fake.
Only I think one of them actually came up with an actual address that actually worked. I was like, "What? This is crazy."
Everyone gives you fake addresses.
No, the post office didn't. No, I mean, I was using the kiosk, so I'm guessing that's probably. Well, hopefully you guys will see it. If not, you'll have to let me know. So
it's pretty bad if when people win prizes, they don't want the person sending the prize to know where they live.
Hey, Butch, I got Brick Spaces in.
Brick Space. Hey, what's up? I got a crazy notification last night. It said you subscribed to me. I thought you hardly ever subscribed. Is this true, or has YouTube got glitches today?
YouTube must have glitches. Must be a glitch from YouTube.
I only just got the notification as it's early morning in Britain. Nope, I subbed to you, man. I like you, man. You seem legit, bro.
There's legit people out there. Are you sure, Butch?
Yeah, I've been meeting some actually.
I don't believe you.
Oh, Winterburger said, "You don't need me. I'm going to go back to chat." That's when she left.
Yeah.
How do you know what we need? She gets to just decide. You don't need me. Shit. So yeah, Brick Space Man. Yeah, I've been liking it. I met some really cool British people this last couple weeks. I love me some UK peeps.
You need to make friends over there as they start releasing.
Hello, governor.
Especially if they're going to release some of those special sets from the idea house that are going to be just over in that part of the world. You need to have people over there that can get
They've
it.
already,
Sweepy chimney.
they've already released them over there.
Oh yeah, Haley has 2 of them on the way. She got
probably what, the Dino and the Tree of Creativity.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both pretty cool, but I mean, I
would love to get the dinos.
I think Haley asked Gallagade.
Well, I mean, the live stream from Brickworld last year was Jeff Beans actually building that dino set that he bought at the charity auction that was signed, and he opened it up. I don't know, he spent what, $400 or $500 on the thing, and then he ended up just building it. I said, well, hey, why don't we stream that? And so that was kind of cool. And then obviously there's no Brickworld this year, so we're gonna have to make up for more streams next year. So I'm gonna have to be doing crap load next year. So we'll see.
Now that's y'all know London Bridge Bricks?
Huh?
You know London Bridge Bricks?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I do. He don't really. He's not like. He only partakes in a small amount of the community.
I'm a busy person.
Well, the hope has the community come to him, or he sticks with who he knows he trusts. He's smart. He doesn't branch out into the uncharted water.
I branch out in real life, not online. Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
No, he sticks.
I've caught his stream from because he was on Kevin's doodle stream for a couple weeks. So I started checking out his, but he picked up all 3 of them.
Which
they
one?
have the 3 different sets. They have the Dino, the Ideas House.
Yeah.
But he's in the UK, so
yeah.
So because it was a couple of the countries over there got it. So yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where they're cool sets. I mean, and I'd love to have them. It's things where. And there's so much out there. That's the one thing is somebody mentioned the other day that, why does Lego keep releasing sets all the time? I mean, it's one of those things where, obviously they're trying to stay in business. The other thing too is, there's enough people. Not everybody does Star Wars. Not everybody does City. Not everybody does Friends. And so, people aren't buying everything. Some people might be, but you just can't. When I worked in the stores, I told parents, this is, make sure your kid picks, if he wants to collect all of something, pick it wisely and make sure he's making good money if he's going to pick Star Wars or does lots of extra jobs and, gets a hefty allowance, because some of those themes you can't collect everything. You just can't. City, even I have to make choices. I've stopped collecting City years ago. I pick and choose what I get because there's just so much out there. And there's other stuff like the tree house and the haunted house.
There's tons of stuff that I don't get because I know I can't. I have to pick and choose my battles.
Yeah.
If they put these back up, if they put the 1x2 clear plates on the wall, I'd probably never buy a set again. Because then I'd be spending all my money on, 200,000-300,000 more plates.
That's all you need for your build. So why would you need sets?
All my brick separators on ice too, and chilled.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, now I've gotten where I'm collecting the Harry Potter sets.
I got like 5 or 6 of the one with the clear, translucent stag. But I collect certain things based on what's in them and what looks cool. Like the new Harry Potter sets that are coming out that have the other translucent animals. I might grab a few of those. But some sets I just grab because they're neat. Like I picked up an ice cream truck and a couple of street sweepers recently. Just certain ones. I picked up a lot of mech sets just because I was thinking maybe having the ice bears have some custom mech, but I haven't got to that yet. So, but I'm building some of the stuff I've had forever. Like I built that Ferris wheel a few weeks ago. In the end, it's cool.
You have so many sets unbuilt. You don't really need to be buying too much more.
Well, I buy the poly bags occasionally just because those are good to give away, but I haven't seen many on clearance yet lately. And like you joke about the stuff that's at Target and stuff. What's funny is some of those I haven't even seen. Some of those I haven't, they've been out there forever and I've never seen them go on clearance.
Right. So. Well, Target has been not clearancing any poly bags, dude. They'll leave those on the pegs by the register till the end of time.
Yeah. And that's where they all end up generally. I don't think they really liquidate anything anymore.
Yeah, right now, like Walmart, my Walmart has been terrible. I haven't seen any clearance.
Right.
Lego. and then heck, the shelves are bare. They hadn't been stocking it very well.
Yeah, well, they've been selling more than they get in. They're not going to clearance it. Yeah, mine's the same way. They got bad selection. Nothing's clearance, and yeah.
Well, I think right now, the production too. I know the Mexican plant they did.
Yeah, Mexico's down.
So it's one of those things where, I mean, maybe the solar stores aren't getting new. They're getting a few new stuff, but they're not getting a lot of it. And that might be the fact that they everything's just slow right now. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I mean, they did get the Technic Fast and Furious car for Dominic, but I mean, other than that, I really haven't seen much new stuff. I mean, a couple things here and there, but I mean, it's nothing really exciting out there, for the most part. So, I mean, the Lego stores, I mean, everybody's been talking too with those open. I mean, that's great. Those that really want brick, I mean, that's about the only thing I really want. So,
yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll see as states start opening up and seeing what opens. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think what's sad is I was out earlier, and it's amazing on how people aren't wearing masks and stuff. I walked into the one gas station, and I was like, wear a mask. I'm like, at least wear a mask, because, even though people don't think it works that well, I mean, at least it'll help.
You're acting like nothing's going on.
Well, I know, and the problem is if that's how everybody acts, I mean, that the second wave or third wave or whatever, if we get another one, is going to be worse than the first. And people will be like, what happened? And be like, because everybody went back to normal. I mean, we should be wearing masks for a while. I mean, plain and simple. I mean, we could be wearing masks in January at Brick Fair, Alabama, maybe. You never know.
Yep.
No one listens.
It's like I always think about this one. It's like, why you should wear face masks. So let me try to put this to you simple. The urine test. If we all run around naked and someone pees on you, you get wet right away. Mm-hmm. And then it says, if you are wearing pants, some pee will get through, but not as much, so you're better protected. And then it says, if the guy who pees also is wearing pants, the pee stays with him and you do not get wet.
That's exactly right, though.
Actually, that's pretty good. I like that. That's the way to put it. Is you're right. I mean, and the thing is, if nobody's wearing masks, if that person hasn't, they don't know it, and they're breathing on me. If I have a mask, I mean, hopefully it's gonna, it might still steep in the back, but chances are, if I'm not close enough or whatnot, maybe you'll be lucky. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, the problem is everybody wants to stay, the open, but they don't want to take precautions. I mean. If I was a governor or something, I'd say, I'll reopen, but it's mask required. If we catch you on the street without a mask, you're going home, we're escorting you home, and we're going to fine you. And, I mean, that's the way I do it. I mean, and I'd be like, I don't care what you say and what you do. If you want to be out, you're going to do what I want you to do to be out. I mean, and that's going to be, I mean, that's what you need to do. You just say, you're caught without a mask, we're taking you home. And, if we have to escort you there via vehicle, we will, and we're going to boot your car in your driveway, which means you're going to be stuck at home.
If you're not wearing a mask, we'll fucking kill you.
Oh man, there was a lady at a Walmart in Birmingham that like went nationwide on the news because the police officer she was refusing to leave the store and she was refusing to put a mask on, and they just threw her to the ground and they carried her away.
It's awesome.
Well, I mean, that one person got shot somewhere. I think it was Ohio or something because they didn't have. The security guard had to put a mask on. I said, you know what? I mean, and they just showed in New York where the governor or whatever, or mayor or whoever was handing out masks to citizens. I mean, it's one thing for people. I mean, it's wear it. I mean, yeah, we're coming to summer now. I mean, wear them now while we're still nice enough, because once summer hits, you're right. I mean, it's gonna suck wearing masks. But if people prolong it, and then the governors or the mayors or the president says you got to wear them, period, you're gonna be pissed off because you didn't wear them when it was nice out. Now you really are miserable, and now you're trying to learn how to wear it when it's hotter than hell. Oh well, those of us that were wearing it all along, we'll be like, yeah, it's a little bit more unbearable than it was before, but. We've mastered how we put it on our face and everything, and Now you guys are like, oh, I can't figure this out. Oh, it's hotter than, you know, you're like, oh, well, I guess you should have been playing from day one and then you wouldn't have to worry about it. I don't know. I mean, to me, it's one of those things where, I mean, I'm out and about. I've been out and about the whole time. And it's, you know, it's a matter of, you know, how many people are smart, how many people are paying attention, you know, how many people care about other people. I mean, the way most people drive, I don't think anybody cares about anybody but themselves. I mean, what's the difference in, you know, anything else that people do? So I don't know. I guess I mean, I you know, they say it looks like it's down curving, but you know, some of the areas that, you know, in the middle part of the country, I mean, we heard how bad it was, you know, on the East Coast. So you knew it was coming. So most people at the beginning were like, oh yeah, I'll stay at home. And most people, if you get to stay home from work, are you like, yeah? And then of course you suddenly realize, like, the financial part a couple weeks later, going, I guess this isn't as great as I thought it was going to be. No kidding. I mean, it's never like that.
Yeah.
We just lost all our viewers.
Work is great, but after a while, it's like, you know, it has its impact. That's why I always laugh to people who just like to call out sick. I says, well, just think of that day where eventually the day where your boss just says, you know what, you like to call out sick so much? Good news. You're out sick for the rest of your time here. And then just be like,
I just wish everyone would just get it. We get it done with. Just finish it off. I just wish.
well, I mean, that would be, I mean, that's another way too, but I mean, it depends on how well you can fight it off. I mean, everybody can get it.
Yeah, I've gotten all recent Harry Potters of Hogwarts Castle with microfigs. Oh, damn, you bought the whole collection, Bama? Brick Space.
Yeah.
Yeah, in England, they've been having the same issues as we have in America. So people just don't want to follow. They just don't. They don't want to be inconvenienced.
Well, I mean, and the masks are a little inconvenient, and it does sound muffled, and you know.
Also, dying is inconvenient. So why do you know what I mean? Which one do you want, the mask or do you want to die? I mean,
I have a coworker who flat out says, "Oh, they tell us store the mask, but they don't do anything." I'm like, okay, I need to show them that pee thing and say, they don't do anything, do they? Okay, here, let's try this. Here, you take your pants off, I'll take mine off. Let's pee and see who gets. You know, you take your pants off. I'm gonna pee on you and see if that affects you.
You might get fired.
I
might get fired if you tell your coworker to take their pants off so you can pee on them.
Here, put the mask on there. See if
buddy, you take your pants off right now because I'm gonna piss on you.
I mean, it's one of those things where, to me, it's just like I like that analogy. That analogy is how everybody should describe it. I need that one. I need that analogy. You tell me where it is on the internet.
You don't wear a mask.
I don't know, but I'll shoot you an email with it.
If you don't wear a mask, I'm going to rip your pants off and piss all over you. So put the mask on. Okay. You talked me into it. Oh, where's the mask?
It's one of those things where, to me, it's just like, you know, that's great. And those are people that are like blindly following our president. Well, I'm not going to wear it. I mean, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter I mean, that guy's a guy. That guy has no common sense, anyways. I mean, yeah. Who cares if he wears a mask? And who cares if we can understand him? It's just. But
how do you know I'm not wearing a mask right now?
Because I'm at home and there's nobody around.
I said, how do you know?
Chester, should Chester be wearing a mask? I could put a mask on Chester.
Dude, did you see my dots bracelet?
Chester, I need a mask for you, buddy. Here, I'll just give you this. I'll give you this shrink this bag here.
Now with those dots bracelets, I can't wear them. They're too small for my wrist.
Oh, you got those Sasquatch wrists.
Hey, Chester's wearing a mask now. Makeshift mask.
Why don't you have a wrist reduction surgery?
Because
I don't think they do wrist reduction surgery. But
that'll make my hands look too big.
There you go. That's a nice toupee.
As long as it doesn't run away. If it runs away, it's in bad shape.
Okay. I think we're going to end this, and I'm not going to press my luck with Jennifer waking up and finding me down here.
You got to wait. You got to go like 30 more seconds and be right at 3 hours.
Okay.
But yeah, no, about Chop. The Harry Potter sets, I've gotten every one of them since the recent release when they when they re-released them.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's still
the Night Bus. I bought the Night Bus. That was about the only one I think I bought. That and that other set. Night Bus, I wanted the purple stuff. So
purple.
Yeah.
Purple. Well, purple was my color before I went to clear. So
I know all about you. I've heard every story, brah.
Every story. Wow. I need to. We're at 3 hours. You can end
Yep,
this now.
yep.